afternoon, good evening. It's Chikafuji Lisa, your favorite worst nightmare sheep. How are you guys all doing today? Hello, hello, everyone. Hello. Cursed subject matter today, Miss Chikafuji. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to do the funny. Don't listen to my sniffles. This is not the one that I remember. I'm literally getting ads on YouTube. What the fuck? This is not worth my meme. This is actually not worth my fucking meme. Wait. Wait, no, it's this one. God, this... God! This literally reminds me of my freaking... Oh, God. This is not what I should have done. This is not what I should have done with my day. Fucking... Okay. Okay, wait, peep this. Hold on, it's called Squiddle Song? Yeah, this is what I remember. Alright, listen to this. A young woman stands in her bedroom. It just so happens that today, the September of 10th, is this young woman's stream day. I remember that off the top of my head, but, wait. Wake up in the morning, there's a brand new day ahead. The sun is bright and the clouds smile down and all your friends are dead. But the ocean is so friendly, diamond stratosphere. You're gonna have buckets of fun as soon as you can get out of here. It literally doesn't exist anymore. The Homestuck Bandcamp doesn't exist anymore. What the hell is this shit? What? Anyway, I'm cosplaying as my troll Sona today. Her name is Chikafuji Lisa, and she goes on Twitter and she tells people that they smell and they suck and that they're bozos, and she is not a Mary Sue because she is really, really normal and like average, but she's also not the main character. And also too, she could play guitar, and her best friend is Jade Harley, and they are in a band together because Jade plays bass and Chikafuji Lisa plays guitar, and they're like long lost sisters, but nobody like knows that, and they don't know that or anything. And also too, like Chikafuji Lisa has like a cat, and because like Jade Harley has a dog, they're like, oh my god, like we're literally opposites but we get along so well. And they're like besties, and like even though Jade is the witch of space, I think like Chikafuji Lisa would be like the witch of heart. So yeah, also that like, yeah. Anyway guys, we're gonna play Pester Quest today. I've never played Pester Quest in my entire life, but I've had it in my Steam library for ages. So we're gonna play Pester Quest. Did you get some Fago to drink for your stream? That would have been really funny, but I don't know where Fago even exists in our Lord's year of 2025. Oh. I feel so Caucasian right now. I'm feeling Caucasian. Nutcon, thank you for being a non-item every 14 months. Sheepy, what is Homestuck? Okay, so guys, Homestuck is a webcomic where like a lot of stuff happens, and it was like peak during like 2000 like 11 to like 2017, and then it kind of like died, and then with the resurgence of like we got a fucking guys, we're getting like an animation, and it's done by the motherfuckers from Has-Been Hotel. But like, I can't see any other animation studio doing it justice. So there's been a bunch of people being like, "Oh my god, Homestuck is back," and it like the switch flipped inside me, and now I feel I must be cringe on the internet. Can you name every Homestuck? Okay, let me try. So we got the beta kids. We got Jade, John, Rose, Dave, and we've got the alpha kids. We've got Dirk, Jake, Roxy, and Jane. And then we've got there's like parents. So there's like Mom Lalonde, there's like Dad Egbert, and there's Grandpa Harley, and like the older brother character for Dave. I forget. I think he's Bro Strider. I think that's just Bro. His name is Bro. And then for the trolls, there's Aradia. There's, I have to go in like zodiac order. Tavros, Solix, Nepeta, Kanaya. Wait. Karkat. Wait. Aqueous. Aridin. Wait, I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Gamzee! Gamzee! Ugh, I hate Gamzee. Gamzee and Aridin and Fefeta? Wait, is it? No, Pfeffery. And then there's Pfeffery. And then there's, what is it? Fuck. I don't remember the Alpha Trolls. The Alpha Trolls, nobody gives a fuck about the Alpha Trolls besides Mulin because she's the cutest. And there's Ancestors. Nobody gives a fuck about the Ancestors really either. Ah! That's it. I only give a fuck about Jade Harley. In the short time that I read Homestuck, I had a crush on Vriska. You like toxic women, don't you? Toxic women who may or may not be lesbian. Tarazi! Yes, I forgot about Tarazi. She's forgettable, though. I know none of these people besides Jade. Good. These names are awakening a Homestuck sleeper agent in me. 413 buckets. The gray Sharpie incident. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. The shipping charts, the quadrants. Pester Chum. I'm trying to do like words that will awaken your sleeper agent. What else? Oh, the guy who played the guy in Hook. He was also Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Fuck, his name starts with the D. Oh shit! Rufio, yeah, he was important. Insane Clown Posse. Fago, Bard of Snow. Your name is literally Bard of Snow. I had almost forgot my Homestuck programming, Lisa. I was almost free. Dude, what the fuck? Your name is literally... Whatever, dude. Oh, what about like Dave Sprite, Jade Sprite? Blaze Phantom, thank you for being a baby sheep for 41 months. Anyways, please tell me about your guys' day. I can't wait to play this godforsaken game. I don't really know. I think it's just a VN, but I figured this is what I wanted to do today. Can't believe my first time catching her live is going to be her throwing me into a bucket of my past. Hahaha, literally. Like, literally. There used to be a Homestuck RP site called MSARP. I know what that is. I know what that is. But like, my friends would go on it, but I was too scared to go on because they were doing, like, dirty stuff on there. I know what that is, though. Yeah. They would do RPs. They were Fujos. Remember I told you guys I was friends with Fujos in school? Yeah. Dirty. Dirty, dirty. Dirty Fujos. As the OSTs? Yeah, see, I made my middle school orchestra teacher teach me all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. And mostly it was Toho music and Homestuck music and like fucking anime OSTs. That's what it is. Okay, but you guys aren't telling me about your days. How's your day been? You guys saw me last night lately. Oh, you know what I got for dinner? I got spicy ramen for dinner last night. That's what I did. You forced your orchestra teacher to make you listen to Toho music? Yeah, because I wanted to learn how to play Toho music. How many of your friends are Fujos, Lisa? Better question, how many of my friends are freaking Yuri enthusiasts? That's the real question. I'm also eating goldfish right now. I remember trying to play some of the music on my violin and then someone got upset for me practicing it so often. Yeah, I remember trying to play Durst Dreamers specifically on my violin when I was in school. Yup. Yup. I went to work and right after I got a quesadilla from Chipotle. I freaking love Chipotle. YouTube messed up so I didn't see you were streaming until you were done. I hate freaking YouTube, so stupid. Virtual Specialist, thank you for the soup chat. Did you read that Blogs and Homestuck 2, which is still ongoing? If so, what did you think? No, I didn't. I fell out of my phase pretty, like, I read the OG material. It's like for Love Live fans who were only interested in Muse and not like Aqua or Nijigasaki or Liella. I read the OG. I didn't do anything past that because I knew some things had to die. If I continued my Homestuck love to this day, I think I would be a much, much less tolerable person. But that's just my game theory. This feels like a daughter or a little sister explaining her latest hyperfixation. I don't really get it, but I smile and nod. That's always what you should do when you're listening to a girl speak about her interests. You just smile and nod. What about like when I talk to you guys about guitar pedals? You just smile and nod as well. Yeah. The Yuri Diva Club and their supportive sheep friend. Yeah, I'm an ally. You're friends with a lot of VTubers and most VTubers are Yuri enthusiasts. It's true. My day was okay. Another day in the Wagey Mines. I wish you the best of luck in the Wagey Mines, my friend. Today I got stuck in the rain on the way to get groceries. I think I would be happy about that because I like splashing in puddles. But driving home in the rain is not the best. Yeah. I made some oolong tea today and I burned my tongue and it was good. Oh, but it was good. I was about to say, why would you be happy about burning your tongue? That sounds kind of weird. I love all the Love Live groups. Me too. Excuse me. Excuse me. That was an aggressive one. That was an aggressive one. I went to the arcade after the movie last night and drank some brews. Finished up working right now, but still tired from that. Oh, I always get like allergies. Like I always get congested after I drink beer. Weird. Probably for the best. They're both very iffy. In what manner are they iffy? Because I've seen some funny stuff. Like, I've seen some funny screenshots. You'd be a lot quirkier. No, I'd be like insufferable. That's what I'm saying. I would be insufferable. Just saying, y'all. Wait, what the heck? I didn't have my Streamlabs open, so I can't see it. What the hell is going on? Okay, now I have my Streamlabs open. What the fish? Sick nasty. Making some mac and cheese and spent today getting errands done. Awesome. I think I'm gonna make soup later, guys. I'm thinking I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I'm gonna make some soup. Not at the grocery store. I'm not gonna make soup at the grocery store, but I'm saying I'm gonna get supplies to make soup. Yeah. Yes. Homestuck in 2025 is such an insane concept to me. Hope your stuffy nose gets better soon. Thank you! You're very kind. I know. Honestly, it feels like the sleeper agent woke up. When I saw the fucking... what is it called? Spindleroo? I don't know what the fuck it's called. The animation company. They were like, Homestuck animation. In our Lord's year of 2025, like, dude, I put that shit behind me. I didn't want to be this person, but here I am. Literally, this was all I would fucking talk about. I made my fucking parents cosplay Homestuck with me. This is not funny. This is not funny business. This is literally like, this is real shit. I made my parents cosplay Homestuck with me. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Yeah. I know. Point and laugh. Point and laugh. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Point and laugh. Because you know what? They said yes. They said yes. They just wanted to be supportive of their little sheep daughter. I mean, would you guys cosplay Homestuck with me? Because I low-key would cosplay Homestuck with you. But it's fine if you don't think you would. Because I literally don't even care. I literally don't even care, dude. Yeah. Did you ever troll OC? No. But I did have a kid OC, and she was also friends with Jade Harley, because Jade Harley was my favorite. My day was okay, by the way. I'm hoping to have the drive to work. Wait, I don't know your English. You're going to go work out. That makes sense. Guitar pedals are sick to play around with, even though I don't know how to play guitar. Funny sounds go burr and wah 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 wah. True. Which one of the glasses flower nerd girl from Homestuck? I fear my heart beats for her. The messy hair glasses flower girl from Homestuck is Jade Harley. I went to watch your stream yesterday when you first started sniffling, and now I'm sick. I'm sorry I got you sick through the interwebs. Please do not be mad at me. What sort of soup are you planning on making? I'm planning on making something that will make me feel better. But also too, that takes like little to no prep. So my plan is to do something like a chicken noodle soup with some rotisserie chicken in it. Just fucking buy the whole ass rotisserie chicken. Or I might do like a butternut squash soup with some veggies in there. Or maybe I'll do like a tomato soup with like a grilled cheese. I don't know. Clear broth is usually better for your sick than like creamy broth, but sometimes the creamy broth calls to me. That's heinous. Why is that heinous? They should hire you to dub it. Would you believe me if I told you I did Homestuck damn fubs? Fan dubs! Because I totally did. I totally did. I'm scrolling through, by the way. Lisa definitely made a shitty OC to try to get into the comic. What? I definitely used my allowance to try and get my freaking OC into the comic because they had a Kickstarter, and if you donated a certain amount of money. Actually, yeah. Can we talk about that lore? Because there used to be a Kickstarter for Homestuck, and you know what? You could donate money, and then you could have your... It was for the game, and you could have your OC in the comic. And you know what Andrew Hussey does? That's his name. That's literally his name. The Mr. Man. Okay, so there were 2 people that did pay for it. So they could get their OC into the comic. And you know what he did? He literally freaking killed them off so he like introduces them in 1 page, their background characters, and then boom, they just fucking die. He just fucking kills them off the 2nd page. Like real shit. And I think they paid like a copious amounts of money for that. Literally such a shitter. Imagine being that kind of shitter. But everybody thought it was funny. And you know what? I thought it was funny too. What? It's so heckin' wholesome your parents get to dress up for your chuny face. I was never chuny, by the way. Can't throw stones. I did a couple cosplays with my girlfriend. As you should. If you don't cosplay with your girlfriend, what are you doing, bud? Unless being cosplay boyfriend. Though I say you should do that. It's really sweet of them, but you couldn't torture that out of me. Well, yo mama, dude. Do you have doodles of your Homestuck OC? Why would I ever show you guys that? Do you want sheeple to show up at the next con as Homestuck characters? Please don't. Sorry, you didn't hear that. Don't. Next meet and greet, lads. Just like no, please. Oh fuck. Oh my god. I'm gonna kill. Anyway, hello, I'm new here, but wanted to say I came here from your simple and clean cover, and it was amazing, and one of the best covers of Kingdom Hearts music I've ever heard. Props on your music. It's peak. Thank you. See, guys, people do think I'm normal and cool and awesome. And not just a dweeb. Also, too, I'm still a normie, guys. Remember, I'm still a normie. I still wear my normie cosplay well. I remember you talking about fan dubs before. Yeah, I did My Little Pony, and I did My Little Pony, and I did Homestuck, the fan dubs. Not cosplay! What? Who the fuck said that? Every minute of this stream, we peer into the abyss, and it just goes deeper. I'm back to Kickstarter, and I still have the Skillmate plushie. I made my own Skillmate plushie. Fuck. Hell yeah. Met one of my old exes through Homestuck. We have matching Jade and Dave profile pics and everything. That is some Discord e-kitten stuff, but shout out. Sheepy started digging your grave 10 minutes ago and you haven't stopped. It's been 30 minutes. It was $10,000 to get your character into the comic for 1 panel, then they died. I know. Can you believe that? I've never, what is it called? My net worth has never been $10,000. I don't think I've ever seen that much amount of money. Really, ever. Maybe Donathon. Donathon. Oh my god. Wait. You have to accept the fact that you're a dork like us, Sheepy. Anyway, we're gonna play the game now. Can you tell us about YouTube? This is not a chatting stream. This is in fact a gaming stream, and I'm going to play my game now. I'm gonna play my game now. Okay, I have it all set up. Please let me know if you can see it. Please let me know if you can see. I don't think you can hear it yet, though. Put the fish. Let me know if it's too quiet. It might be a little bit too quiet. I'm gonna turn it up just ever so slightly. Hello, Lisa. Hello. The Hype Swap video game still isn't finished, by the way. It's been like 12 years. Real. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. We love Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Hey, just popping in to say avoid, run while you still can. Red flag, red flag. Anyway, have a nice day, Lisa and Sheepies. Rude. There's so many worms. Okay. Brain worms, mostly. Let's get into it. Ooh, volume select. Hover over an icon. Volume. Oh, wow, is it? What the... Okay, so I'm assuming I start from the beginning. Volume 1. Holy goofus, that's really loud. Good lord. Okay. It's been a long time coming. Red flag on Homestuck, not Lisa. It's been a long time coming. You click to the last page of Homestuck epilogues, you read it, then you read it again. Damn, what the fuck is this? Oh, okay. What the hell is this fucking, like, trap beat? What the fucking... What the hell? Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is fucking swag, guys. Okay, you click to the last page of Homestuck epilogues, you read it, then you read it again. You scroll down to go to the next section and find nothing? The little blue arrow you crave is nowhere to be found. What the fuck? Are you serious? What kind of ending was that? Absolutely nothing got resolved. You stand up so fast your chair falls over. Jesus Christ, are you steamed? Maybe eventually with further thought you'll come to appreciate the thematic elements and contributions to narrative convention. But as of right now, you need to understand what happened to Huh? Oh. Okay. What about Rose and Kanaya and their marriage? What happened to Dad John? God, you have words with someone stomping out of their little, out of the little computer room. You blink a few times, trying to readjust to the dim parlor after staring at a screen for so long. Oh my God, you're tweaking out. Doc Scratch? Where's that creepy round motherfucker? You sure got his number now. You know all about how he ruined the lives of 8 human kids and 12 trolls, how he played everybody, including you. The very least he owes you is a satisfying conclusion to this story. You march confidently down the hall into the direction of a sudden ruckus. Turning the corner, you see figures. One is definitely Doc Scratch. The other is a dark silhouette in fashionable hat and coat. While you watch, the latter begins to hit the former with the cane. This is going to be crazy for people who don't understand what I'm talking about. I think we need to do a deep dive stream at some point. It'll make so much more sense. So much more sense. Okay. Oh, God damn it. You know what's happening. You know some lore. You need to get out of here before this place goes up in flames. Survive now, yell about unsatisfactory narratives later. With that in mind, you leave behind this ridiculous altercation, trampling a pile of notes and photographs underfoot as you make a run for the fenestrated wall. See you, suckers! Oh my God, that's a modern baseball song. You sail through feet first, bracing for the smell of overturned earth and the sight of the twin Alternian moons. Man, it's going to be good seeing your friends again, especially now that you're armed with all this canon knowledge. But what surrounds you is not Fozzer's corpse field. It's a whole lot of nothing. Are you lost between worlds or something? Wait, no. You see a glimmer in the distance, a bright white light. Swallowing down the surge of panic, you move toward it. The light coalesces in the form of a small symbolic house. Hey, you recognize this house. You wonder if you could just sort of... Oh, okay, well, you did that. A barrage of images hit you. Broken, chaotic flashes, too fractured to make sense of. You just stuck your head into the most powerful item in the whole of this narrative, and your body is not taking it well. bright, sizzling pain hits the nerve center of your brain and radiates out to your extremities. Wow, you are a moron! You are a karmic character. You are meant for this sort of metextual energy. It hurts, it burns, it unravels. It unravels you from the inside out, and everything goes white. What a lovely morning. Dude, I feel like I just had a crash out. No copyright crunk horrorcore type beat real. The quirk is already hitting. I'm literally quirked up right now. The air is fresh and crisp. It's early spring, probably. You find yourself on the sidewalk in a suburban neighborhood facing a neat, friendly house. A neat, friendly boy stands at the window on the second floor looking down at you. At least, you hope he's friendly. Man, you would really love to be his friend. At first, you think the boy is looking at you, but instead he appears to be looking at the mailbox, which is stuffed so full that the door is half open. Looks like someone crammed a whole box in there. Helpfully, you pull it out along with a couple of coupons and envelopes stamped with a green symbol. You go to give the boy a thumbs up, but he is no longer at the window. Memory prickles at the corners of your awareness. You feel like you've maybe done this before? While you're standing there ruminating, a car pulls up. The driver is wearing a hat and a suit, and is probably the owner of this house and the father of that friendly boy. Lisa, what was your Troll Sona's typing quirk? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? Oh shit, you're just standing out here with all of his mail. He's gonna think you're trying to rob the place. Okay, what are we doing, guys? I like the little dog I see in the background images. Oh, you're gonna love the little dog even more. This isn't a hive swap. It's Pester Quest. Is this Riz? This is Riz. Homestuck Sheepy 101 stream. I know you guys could do without the knowledge, but unfortunately I will be teaching you the knowledge so that you're prepared for when we watch the show together, because obviously I'm gonna have it for a member stream when it comes out. God forbid? God forbid a girl shares her hobbies on the internet. Okay, what are we doing, guys? Are we playing it cool or hiding the evidence? I'm gonna guess you use copious amounts of emojis and special characters. Real talk? My troll Sona when I was younger was like low-key very like gyaru, like girly pop type. And she unironically used a bunch of emojis and like the Japanese like cow emojis. And she would use like Japanese loan words. So she was giving Taiki shuttle. So she was just like, because at the time I thought it was edgy and funny and cool to make fun of like weebs. Go to the most illegal, unethical route? That doesn't sound like something I would do, though. I think I'm gonna play cool. Not wanting to behave like a complete buffoon. I could have saved, too. I could have saved before I made my decision. That's probably... Whoopsie. Self-loathing then? Yeah, pretty much. Not wanting to behave like a complete buffoon and draw attention to yourself, you just hide all the mail and stuff behind your back. There's a bunch of envelopes, though, and the box is bulky, so a lot of the slithers from your grasp like a bunch of dead snakes. The distinguished man in his flawless suit looks at you from across the yard. You can't see his eyes under the brim of his hat, but you're absolutely sure he's giving you a look of intense fatherly disapproval. A bolt of shame goes through you. Wow, this guy is good. He's not even your dad, and you are just losing it under his disapproval. You expect him to start shouting or calling the cops. You are so obviously stealing his mail, but instead, he just keeps looking at you. Does he know you? Is he someone you should remember, or is it just a platonic ideal of dadliness that crosses the time and space, eternal in all iterations of reality? That sounds like some bullshit, though. Slowly, the distinguished man shakes his head. He goes inside. You can't quite put your finger on why, but you know, you have been summarily dismissed. Damn. I know what that's like. I know, y'all know what that's like. That's like when you guys hide your VTuber body pillow from your parents, huh? Or your Chikafuji Lisa your Chikafuji Lisa Dakimakura from your mommy and daddy. I'm just joshing. I'm just joshing. You know, surprisingly enough, when I showed my dad the Dakimakura, the Chikafuji Lisa one, he was like, "Aw, this is so cute. She's so sleepy." I think I mentioned this story before. I was like, "Aw," because I was embarrassed. I was like, "Dad, I don't want you to look at it." But he was like, "I literally, this package got sent to me. Like, I'm gonna open it." I was like, "Not in front." And it was like in front of all of my family. Like my mom was there, and my grandma was there, and my brother was there, and my uncle was there, and everybody was there. And then my dad opens it and he's like, "Oh, she's so sleepy. This is so cute. Why don't you show us this stuff anymore? Like, you don't show us your merch anymore. I want to buy some of your merch. It's so cute." And then he's like babying me, which is fine sometimes. But it's like he's babying me. He's like, "Oh," and he's literally holding up my Dakimakura to show to my uncle and my mom and my grandma and my brother. He knows. He knows that it's a Daki. My brother knows that it's a Daki. And then my dad's just like, "Oh, the cute little pillowcase." And he's like, "You know, I like my brother leads to me. He's like, "You know, this is fine. Like, I was totally expecting it to be worse. Worse. I was expecting it to be worse." And I was like, "I would never do something like that. Like, you know, I would not do anything worse than this." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fair. That's like your personality type." But I was just like, yeah. Yeah. It's very modest. My face was so red. Let him have his Lisa shrine. Oh, I should tell him about the racing merch. By the way, guys, we have racing merch on the Brave Group store for our virtual Grand Prix event. So you should come and buy it. Red as a bop. I was red as a bop. Is it your race tomorrow? My race is tomorrow. Okay, I want to go to something beyond the sky. So I can go through any of these. I genuinely don't know. Hold on. Let me do some research. Because this was just sitting in my... This was just sitting in my Steam library. Didn't really know what it meant. But it seems like it's like a Homestuck friendship simulator. Wait. The adventures of an MSPA reader who transported back to Earth by means of treasured juju. The game's Steam store page describes it as a 14-volume. Oh, it's an. Oh, okay. So we're in episodic adventures. Alright, sick nasty. Well, I guess I'll go in order because I'm very curious to see. Well, I wanted to go see my friend Jade, but I guess I can wait. All the incidents, friendship simulator. What are the incidents? Lisa, I bet when you get embarrassed, you get beat red all the way down to your... Why are we bringing back the H word? Harlot? Because it's a better word than saying any other word. Homestuck? I don't know. I didn't choose the wrong option. They're just episodic. Probably you could go further, but I'm gonna go to Rose next. On the advice of your new friend Oh, did I do it wrong? Wait. Was I supposed to choose the other option? Was I supposed to choose the other option? I guess we can decide, we can figure out. Hide the evidence. Quick as you can, you turn around and dump everything in the sewer. Whatever, it was probably all garbage anyway. Who even uses their mailbox these days? Oh! Oh, we did fail! The friendly and fatherly figure parks his car, climbs out, and tips his hat at you. Then he walks into the house not sensing a single thing amiss. Crime was the answer! Dude, what the fuck? The perfect crime. Oh, but here comes the boy at the front door. God, you hope he wasn't coming down for the mail. A residential boy approaches. Wait a minute, this is not the same boy you saw peeking through the window. It is possibly not a boy at all. It appears to be a mysterious gentleman. You wonder what business this fine upstanding neighborhood gentleman would have for you. Oh god. Fucking yellow border us. Fucking yellow border us. Fucking ectobiologist. Fucking cooked ass, rectangular ass glasses, stupid fucking Ghostbusters bullshit ass fucking Nick Cage enjoying motherfucker! Hey, I saw you standing out here messing with the mailbox. I figured you might be the mailman, even though you're not wearing a mailman outfit. Oh, yeah, that's you. You're definitely the mailman. Duh! Your outfit is, it's in the laundry today, and you're just wearing your mailman hoodie instead. See this symbol? It's a symbol of, mail. Nothing stops the mail. Haha, that's great. I guess it's true after all. The mailmen are completely relentless in their quest to deliver people's mail. You guys are incredible. Speaking of mail, do you know if I got any today? What? No. What red package? You haven't seen anything like that. No bills, junk mail, nothing at all. The mailbox was empty when you looked inside. Well, I didn't say anything about a red package. Should I be expecting one? Come to think of it, it is my birthday. So getting a package in the mail would make sense. And if it's red, that probably means it's from Dave. He loves red because I guess it's cool. Oh man, I wonder what he got me. Nothing. He got you nothing, you say. Isn't he listening? This Dave fellow probably forgot his birthday due to being a bad friend, and that's why there is no package, red or otherwise. What? Oh, just kidding, you say. You're sure Dave is a great friend who really cares about this kid a lot. His friend is just probably late and is definitely not slowly sinking in a subterranean river of shit right now. It's not. What? That's a strange thing to say. Are you sure you don't know more about Dave's present than you're telling me? No, you say. Absolutely not. Actually, he should forget what you said about the present being late. He should not be expecting a red package. Not now or ever. He should trust you. Because all mailmen know about everything about the mail. Dang. So, nothing else? Huh? You said the box was empty. I don't think I understand. Isn't that how it always is when you deliver mail? I mean, you're the guy who's supposed to put the stuff in there. Yes, that's right. You're the mailman, the absolute authority over all mail, which means your words must be accepted without question. When it comes to the mail, he didn't get today. You double-checked in everything. You looked thoroughly through your mailbag for anything with this kid's name on it, and came up empty. Sorry, dude. You have a mailbag. Where is it? Oh, that old thing? You accidentally dropped it in the sewer before the boy came out. Oh no, that sucks. All that mail ruined. Maybe I can help you fish it out. No! You mean, that's fine. Thanks for offering. You fine young Samaritan, you. But the government will handle this. There's like insurance and such for sewer-related postal mishaps. Oh yeah, that makes sense, but what if you missed something in there for me, like a game envelope or such? Are you totally sure that you didn't miss anything? Yes, you are sure. You triple-checked and you didn't see his name or anything. Besides, it's really rank down there. Very sewery. All the mail has been befouled beyond any hope of salvaging it. Really, it's best not to bother even peeking inside. You're probably right, but hey, how did you know there wasn't any mail for me if you don't know my name? What? God damn it. Huh? Oh, you mean... Of course you know his name. Mailmen are sort of like Santa Claus. They know all the names of all the little good boys on their delivery route. Wait. Okay, that sounded creepy. You really regret phrasing it like that. It was so completely unnecessary. You just know a lot of stuff. And as an important government official with lots of bureaucratic lists and such, for instance, the name of this young man is... Damn. Why do you always paint yourself into corners like this? All you're trying to do is make a new friend, and you somehow manage to bullshit your way through the absolute most challenging versions of this conversation as possible. Okay, you can do this. This young man's name is... Wow, it could really be anything. He might as well have been given a random-ass name this very day. Shortly before you arrived, for all you know. You'll just have to go with your gut and feel it out. A new friendship is on the line. His name is... Steve... Wait, no. He's making a bad face. You're on the wrong track. Oh, he's perking up. This is good. Gee... No, bad face again. It's not Jimmy or Jilliam. Not even a name. Anyway. Yes, he likes this. John Bramy? John Bramy? Shit, he looks disgusted. Abort! Jabremi? Jabroni? You really can't be quite the fucking idiot sometimes. Jonderson? Wait, he looks pleased for a minute, then it looks like he just sucked on a lemon. Jesus Christ, you're bad at this. You were close there. Jonderbilt? Yikes. No, you got this. It's just John, of course. You don't know what you were even thinking. Yes, you do. There were just goose. You explained to John. Mailmen love goose. His name is John, you say confidently, as if you had it in the bag all along. Not your non-existent mail bag, which you told him you dropped in the sewer. Your real bag, where the good shit is, such as your incredible ability to guess someone's name in 5 or 6 tries. That's right. Wow, I guess it's true then. Mailmen really do know practically everything. You smile. Finally, it feels like this friendship may be starting to click. It was rocky there for a while, as you had to spin an intricate, nearly flawless web of lies to smooth over the fact that you destroyed his cherished personal property. But you're pretty sure you're in the clear now, and you'll never have to justify yourself to him ever again. Well, as nice as it is to meet you, Mr. Mailman, to be honest, this just kinda sucks. I've been waiting for a really cool game to arrive in the mail, but it's been a few days already, and now I'm starting to think it's gotten lost in the mail. It might just never come now. I'm kinda bummed about it. I had some hope it would show up on my birthday as like a present from nobody, really. Just a present out of thin air, I guess. Like it was going to be destiny or something. Oh well, I guess magic really is fake as all the scientists say it is. He is a jabroni. This dialogue is making Lisa's humor make more sense. What the fuck? What does this mean? Why? Giving him the most devious nerd voice, she hates him with a passion. I do hate him with a passion. He's a piece of shit. Is this where you got your quirkiness? What? My quirkiness? What the fuck does that mean? What? Whatever. I can tell you just read Homestuck growing up. We all type the same way and have the same humor. It's so over. You nod along very wisely. Oh, yes, you say. You can kiss that game goodbye. You get quite silly random XDD. Fuck all y'all. Literally fuck all y'all. What the hell? Rude. Your quirk chungus. My quirk chunginess? What? Fuck my chungus life. Fuck my chungus life. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. You hate me! Isn't that your superpower, your quirk? You guys are quirk chungus. You guys are quirk chungus. Well, isn't it the consequences of my own actions? What? I shan't ever take accountability for this. Everybody knows that YouTubers don't take proper accountability ever when they apologize. Sorry. I will take accountability. Anyway, you nod along very wisely. Oh yes, you say. You can kiss that game goodbye. It definitely got lost in the mail and it is never ever going to be delivered. The Postmaster General. What the fuck? Why did I read a maester? Postmaster General just told you a few seconds ago. Through your wireless earpiece, which is hooked up to the U.S. parcel mainframe. Jesus Christ. When's my ukulele apology video? Good thing I don't own one. I feel like more of a wholesome chungus. I definitely am a wholesome chungus. I'm definitely a wholesome chungus. Or you have to do like the sigh pause and then like hold your cat and cry. Use your jazz master then. That's like way too much high effort for an apology video. Way too much effort for an apology video. You tell John he is right to disbelieve in magic. It's fake as shit. It's time for him to get used to the idea that he will never play this game, whatever it was. Or ask an Etsy witch to come claim it back from the sewers. That's not the dialogue, I just meant that. It was probably stupid anyway, most games are. He should try to get used to whatever kind of life he's going to live from now on and in the absence of his dumb video game. I mean, shredding through a riff in an apology video would make it pretty convincing. Fair enough, honestly. Do you think you guys would believe me if I played a sick riff? Would you guys forgive me if I apologized to the tune of Never Meant by American Football? Be honest. Okay. I'm keeping that in the backlog. Original song? Okay, I'm gonna apologize to Sound Asleep. Never met on spoons? Good lord. For the crimes of reading Homestuck comics, I don't know what I would be apologizing for in the first place. I don't know what I'm actually lost. I lost my bit. I don't know what I'm apologizing for. What the hell? Something not wrong, but that's crazy. Oh my god, you're so quirk chungus. Apologize for being too sick nasty. Ugh, I could never apologize because I'm not sorry for that. Yeah, you're right. I think I got too worked up about it. Probably does suck, actually. I think Game Bro only gave it like 2 hats out of 5 hats. It might have been even less than that, actually. God, what a piece of shit it probably was. Oops, wait, what? You know, I think I have to thank you, Mr. Millman. You really opened up my eyes today. Oh. I'm gonna try to forget everything I heard about that dumb game, and I'm just gonna try and enjoy my life. Talk to my friends, hang out in my room, and I don't know. Come to think of it, maybe I was looking forward to playing that game with my friends so much because I'm lonely? I'm almost a little embarrassed to admit. I don't actually have any friends in real life. Oh shit. That sucks, bozo. Maybe you should like go play on your tire swing with your buddies. Maybe you should go make friends over your tire swing. I would be friends with a guy who had a tire swing for sure. Then I could go play date at the house and play tire swing. Everybody knows that the most swagger comes from a tire swing. Or like a big hill that you could ride down, you know? I don't know, that's just me though. Oh, this is it. This is your in. This nice boy seems to be jonesing for friendship just as much as you are. And you've laid all the groundwork for becoming his best bro so expertly. So you just need to slide right into his life with just a few more sympathetic remarks. Dude, he lied to this guy just to friggin' get the friendship points. Isn't a treehouse cooler though? A treehouse with a tire swing is like mega cool though. Like, if I could have a tire swing and a treehouse, I think I would be very, very happy about that too, also. Is this Fujo? I don't know. Okay. I never had a tire swing or a friggin' treehouse, but I wish for both. You actually have a lot of experience with this by now. You've made so many friends in so many strange places with such mixed results. Or you think you did? Actually, you can't conjure up any of their names or faces right now. It probably isn't important. Actually, let's never speak of that again. What matters most is that you're here now making a sweet new pal named John. You casually mentioned that this is the end of your mail route, and you don't have much else going on in your life. Maybe you and he can hang out for a while? If he doesn't mind, that is. You wanna hang out with me? Like, just a mailman and a 13-year-old boy just being buddies? That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. You shrug a little, as if you don't care much, but you really, really care. Normally, I would say that sounds a little strange and maybe slightly inappropriate, but what do I know? If you were a normal-looking mailman, that would probably be a shitty idea, and I'd get in trouble with my dad or the authorities or something, but probably so would you. But you seem different. Like, maybe you aren't even a person? Just kind of a weird, harmless-looking guy. Like an alien, but not really. You don't really know what to say to any of this. Aw, man, I'm being so fucking rude. I'm sorry. Yeah, of course we can hang out. Maybe we should, keep this sort of a secret from my dad. I don't know if he would approve of me bringing a stranger into the house, even if you are very nice and sincerely concerned about my mail problems. Did he just invite this motherfucker into the... Guys, I don't know if I want to play this game no more. I feel like I'm gonna get canceled. Oh, this is a police station. I feel like I'm gonna go to jail. I feel like I'm gonna go to jail. Reminder that this is what Homestuck fans are like? This is not even close to, this is not even close. The tire swing was a trap. I don't know. This sounds fine with you now that you think about it. You still aren't sure about his dad. That his dad didn't see you dumping all their mail into the sewer. He probably didn't. Otherwise, he would have had some words for you, surely. But still, it's a risk you shouldn't be taking under these delicate circumstances. There's a friendship on the line. Okay, I'm glad. Would I have been groomed if I read Maybe. Okay, you agree! Sounds like we have a sneaking mission ahead of us. Actually, it sounds like it could be fun. Oh yeah, it does sound fun, except maybe slightly triggering, since you've done a lot of dangerous high-stakes sneaking in the past that you can't quite remember. But still fun, mostly fun. You can't wait, yeah. So, how should we do this? We could either sneak upstairs to my room while avoiding my dad and just hang out there for a while, or if it sounds too risky, we could just stay outside. I've got some sweet playground equipment in the backyard. What will it be? I low-key want to play on the tire swing, dude. Actually, you tell John that you think of the fresh air. Oh, the fresh air out here will do you some good. Oh, I should have saved. I should have saved before my fucking decision. I forgot to save. Also, that playground equipment has... He mentioned it has some really... Oh, it has really sweetened the pie. So you hope he doesn't mind. Can I go back? I can't go back. Or like, can I scroll back? Oh, what will it be? Oh, I save here. I'm gonna save here. There we go. I'm gonna go playground equipment. Okay. After all, as a mailman, you were meant to be outdoors. You took a mailman's oath and everything, and yeah, John will probably believe that. Sure, no problem. I totally understand. It gets really stuffy in there, especially with all the baking my dad does. We can hang out in my yard. Feels like it's been ages since I took a spin on the old pogo ride. Pogo ride, he says. Well, that sure just seals the deal. You bow flamboyantly and gesture for him to lead the way, but you quickly regret doing that because it was a little too much. Well, here it is, my backyard in all its glory. What kind of fucking... I hardly ever come out here anymore, honestly. There's the old trusty swing set. Brings back some good memories. And there's the pogo ride. You better hop on before I beat you to it. Just kidding. That thing is a death trap. You really should go nowhere near that thing unless you like dying. What the fuck? What? How rich is this kid to have a spring horse and a swing set in the backyard? See, I'm wondering the same damn thing. What the fish? What the actual fish, dude? Rima! Oh my goodness gracious! Thank you so much for this, the raid! I hope your stream went very, very well. Hello, Rima and friends. My name is Chikafuji Lisa, and I am your favorite worst nightmare sheep. You are being raided into. We were playing Pester Quest, which is a Homestuck related game. It's a VN where you befriend Homestuck characters. I'm reading, yeah. This is Pester Quest. Also, Rima, please feel free to take a relax. Please feel free to take a little sip and a little sippy of water and maybe a little snack or something. But yes, I hope you had a very, very, very good day, a very relaxing day. And hello, Raiders. Please feel free to relax too. Okay. Oblivious to the humorous nature of his remark, you shake his head. You shake your head solemnly. Oh no, Homestuck! No! Oh no, you say you're pretty sure you're pretty sure dying sucks and you never want to do it again. That's a weird thing to say. Are you saying you've died before, or is this some kind of weird mailman joke? Oh, yeah. You mailmen like to joke around a lot, sometimes very darkly. It gets very stressful delivering mail sometimes, and sometimes you just need to blow off some steam by making light of your mortality, and... It doesn't seem like this is going over very well. To be fair, it is one of your worst explanations so far, and that's really saying something. You start to falter and lose composure. You don't seem to have it in you to follow through with the lie. You stop talking and hang your head. Hey, what's wrong? You decide to tell him the truth. Yes, you've been dead before, possibly a bunch of times. You're not sure. Actually, you can't remember any of the circumstances around your death, and you aren't even sure who you are. Frankly, you're a little confused by your own existence sometimes. I don't know. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a little hard to believe. But I'll listen to what you have to say anyway, because that's what friends are for. How did it happen? Oh, well, you cast your mind back as hard as you can. You really give it a good, hard think. You remember a room, a computer screen, and this really intense feeling of frustration. A computer screen? I mean, I get being frustrated at your computer screen. I do that every day. Yeah, he gets it. It's written all over his face. This is a boy who feels your pain. He's following you perfectly. I'm not really following. Then you explain how you ended up in the afterlife. Afterlife? You're pretty sure it was the afterlife. Maybe heaven? It was a little too freaky for heaven. But you were alone, and you found a mysterious artifact on the ground. You found a mysterious artifact in hell? Yes, it was white and flat and lying on the ground as if it was someone or something just waiting for you. Or waiting for someone else maybe, but you found it first by accident. You find it hard to believe you were destined for any cursed treasure such as this. Perhaps the artifact belonged to Lucifer himself. Lucifer, wow. Dude, I feel bad for this kid. He's just trying to like live his life and he's waiting for, it's like why are we trauma dumping to him on his birthday? We're literally trauma dumping to him on his fucking birthday. Couldn't get any worse than that. Send this stream in for an anime dub audition? What the fuck? I forgot it's his birthday. I know. Oh, how the meaning of freaky has changed. You didn't realize you said the Lucifer thing out loud. Maybe you should consider reeling this in a bit. You're beginning to wonder if you're coming off as a little unhinged here. Except John is clearly transfixed by your story, looking a little concerned. You guess there's no going back now. You've committed yourself to the truth, as insane as it sounds. So, you saw something weird. It looked a little like your house, or like a house. The obvious thing to do was to stick your hand inside the house, so that's what you did. Then it felt funny and teleported out of hell, and that's how you ended up here, on Earth. Where, you then became the mailman, and you decided to have a long, rewarding career of delivering the mail. And then you met John, and now you're basically best friends. The end. This all sounds pretty fucked up. Yes, it does, doesn't it? You're right back to feeling like a crazy person again. He probably doesn't believe you. It seems like you're going to have to take this even further or risk eroding the foundation of trust this blossoming friendship is built on. Oh, God. Yep. Exactly that. You mentioned that you're pretty sure the devil's treasure gave you some kind of magic power. Magic power? Like what? You're not sure. You can sort of teleport now. Also, you're pretty sure you can time travel. You haven't really tested it out much, you admit. Teleportation and time travel, huh? That's a lot. You can prove it, you say desperately. Suddenly, it feels like this friendship is hanging by a thread, and you'll do anything to preserve it. It's time to bring out the big guns. The revelation to this boy that, the contrary to all known scientific wisdom, magic is far from fake. It's real as shit. For instance, you remind him that you both almost went up to his bedroom but decided not to because the trek across the house was too risky. But what if you could just teleport there? Sounds like a handy trick. I'm still guessing this is all bullshit though, like a prank. That's okay though, I love pranks. Ah, but it is no prank! At least you think. You've never actually tested this power at all. God, you hope you don't end up making a fool of yourself. Everything is riding on this. What the fuck? I'm just in as much disbelief as him. Isn't that why Lisa became a VTuber, to get frustrated? Hello, frustrated at a computer screen? That's rude. Did we just get snatched by some random guy? Kind of unbelievable. Do you know what this means, Mr. Mailman? You shake your head. It means magic is fucking real! Wait, he's actually kind of cute here. This is precious. Magic is fucking real! Real as hell. You shrug. You guess it is. You won't admit it, but all you really care about right now is the fact that you saved this friendship. It should be all smooth sailing from here. Well, it's a pretty good thing I met you, because if you didn't show up, I'm pretty sure that nothing anywhere close to being this incredible would ever have happened to me. You consider that remark for a moment and decide you absolutely agree. You are definitely the best and most exciting thing that will ever happen to this kid. You also said something about time travel. Can we try that too, or would that be too disruptive to the space-time continuum? He's sheeple-coated. He is sheeple-coated. Just a bit. He's actually a very sweet boy. You have him eating out of the palm of your hand now. No need to slow this train down. Continuum schmontinium. Whatever your new friend wants, he gets. Oh, I know. Why don't we just go back in time by about a week? And we can stay right here. That way we won't risk messing up anything important. Sure, that makes sense. You get ready to use your new hell power and concentrate as hard as you can on the idea of 1 week ago. That's probably how it works. Huh. Not much changed. Except wait. The cakes are gone. That must mean it isn't my birthday yet, which... It worked! This is 1 week ago. Wow. For fuck's sake. I forgot. Of course there was going to be past me in a room a week ago. God, I'm such an idiot. This is going to fuck things up, isn't it? What the hell is going on here? Whatever it is, it seems really stupid. You're right, John. It is stupid. Sorry I wasn't using my head. Don't worry, we'll get out of your hair. Hey, quick, let's step out to the yard so we fuck up space-time as little as possible. Whew. Well, that was dumb. Maybe let's try to avoid abusing your time travel power from now on. It could really lead to a lot of messy bullshit. You wholeheartedly agree. All you really wanted to do is make friends, not clown around with the space-time. Is this how you see us, as huge dorks? Fortunately, slightly sheeple-coated, yeah. He's just a little bit of a dweeb, guys, but I think he means well. Also, we haven't gotten game overed yet, which is, like, kind of good. Kind of good. Meanwhile, I guess we're still a week in the past by now. But now, just standing in my yard doing nothing, that seems pointless. We should head back to the present. You nod. It was an interesting experiment, and it bought you a lot of credibility, but it is time to... Wait a minute. Something's wrong. There's a slight buzzing in the air. You can feel it. What's the matter? You tell him to think. You think someone is coming. You tell him you think someone is coming. Quick, you have to hide. Whoa, okay. You and John dash into a neighbor's yard and hide behind the fence. You peek into the backyard to see what's happening. Suddenly, you see it. That energy you were feeling was a whole group of teenagers randomly teleporting into John's backyard? What the fuck? You examine them more closely. They are all dressed in ridiculous colored outfits. Is this a circus in town? There did seem to be a lot of clowns in John's house. Maybe this is some kind of globally recognized headquarters for traveling clowns. But they're not really clowns, just teens wearing strange pajama-looking clothing. 8 of them to be precise. Uh-oh. I don't know exactly what this is, guys. On closer inspection, one of them seems familiar. The guy in the blue pajamas, you think it's your new friend John. But he seems older. Definitely not a 13-year-old kid like your buddy here. None of them are. They all appear to settle in for a while to talk amongst themselves. The guy in the yellow Speedo gets down to business on the pogo ride, totally oblivious to its dangers. There seems to be a serious atmosphere hanging over this group of teens. Important discussions are happening. It's completely baffling to you, and by the look on your buddy's face, to John as well. Suddenly, an uneasy feeling settles over you, like you're witnessing something that was never meant to be seen by anyone. Perhaps a rendezvous point established by this group of teenagers for exactly that reason, that no one would think to be watching this quiet suburban backyard right now. Should you stay and listen, or should you go? You're not sure what to do. You can't shake the feeling that something highly inappropriate is happening here just by watching. Like you're beholding a moment so divorced from an authoritative chain of events that that to even witness this moment is not only narratively compromising, but extremely cursed. Hey, is that guy in the blue pajamas? Me? You pat John on the back. You can only imagine what is going through his head right now. He hasn't seen himself time travel duplicate of himself in, well, minutes. Man, I look so much older. What am I even wearing? And how are all of these people... Wait. I know some of them. That's Rose and Dave and Jade with dog ears. I don't know the others, though. Wait, I know what's going on. They must be from the future. It's the only explanation, especially since we just did some time travel ourselves, thus proving magic to be real. They mentioned my favorite, yeah. Did you have something to do with this, Mr. Mailman? You shake your head. You are just as surprised by this nonsense as he is. It seems one or more people from this group have somehow obtained similar abilities offered by the Hell Treasure to you touched. Dude, I want them to show off what their outfits look like immediately. Please. Please, 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 please. Oh, what? Maybe we all go to college together or something. Oops. Maybe that's where we make these 4 new friends. There's something familiar about all of them, but I can't put my finger on it. Why do we look so ridiculous? True, the outfits do look ridiculous. Did I join a troupe of traveling street performers? Those following in the footsteps of my father? And somehow managed to rope everyone into the act, including David Rose, who almost certainly would think the idea was really stupid, even though it's clearly great and cool while somehow also involving time travel? I don't know. I'm so confused. What are they even doing there? Did this really happen just outside my house 1 week ago without me knowing about it all? What else have I been missing? And how much more is there to know about the future adventures of me and my friends which have been taking place in secret like this? I wonder if there's a lot more to my life than I ever could have imagined. Actually, I should be thanking you. If you hadn't told me my game got lost in the mail, I might have gotten way too hung up on it, and that might have totally altered the trajectory of my life. Then, I wouldn't get to go on whatever sweet adventures happen in the future that will lead me to wear a bunch of silly pajamas and apparently speak with great authority in front of a group of very cool teens. Did he just become a VTuber group? Oh god. Oh god. I don't know how to feel about any of this. On one hand, the fandom will be getting a lot more members, but there will also be a chance of everything going up in flames, like the glory days or maybe worse. I agree with this. I agree with this wholeheartedly because I saw a lot of people embarrass themselves on the internet for the sake of internet clout for Homestuck. And not in the funny, cute, haha way that you can look back on and reminisce for years and years to come, but more so like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? History repeats, and as such, we are forced to cringe for all eternity. You seem nice though, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Thanks, Pook. You bow your head contemplatively as if to say, you're welcome. You're welcome for your entire life and every cool thing that has ever happened to you from now on. After some time passes, the group of teens seem to finish up whatever business they had in the yard, and they disappear into thin air. I guess that's the end of it for whatever that was. Since there isn't much point to staying here in a week in the past, you decided to return John to the present moment. Huh. Well, that was interesting. We were a little too far away to hear what they were saying. I think I kept overhearing the word English. I wonder if some of those teens speak a foreign language. Was I teaching them English? Oh, let me see this. I doubt that too many people from the chat would go through too much of the comic on their own time, but I could be wrong. What? Wise words from the sheep. Would you ever call a grown-ass man threatening a photographer with a crowbar because it was in character? Real. There were so many things that cosplayers did that made me question my sanity. It's like you're watching something as a third party and you're like, what is going on? What the fuck? Don't you forget that you're a real human being and these things are just like not real? The things that happen in a webcomic on the internet are not real. You don't need to reenact them as a human being because you know what? You could get a fucking felony, you dumb idiot. And then also at the same time, I'm like, am I gaslighting myself? Like, am I the crazy one? Am I the crazy one for thinking that this is crazy? And so I just go in circles and circles and circles and then boom, cancellation on Twitter. Not me, but a lot of people. And it's just like, dude. Be fucking normal. But you can't because you're a Homestuck fan. You can't be fucking normal when you're a Homestuck fan. You have to be slightly insane. And you know what? Maybe I am slightly insane. But I enjoyed it a normal amount. I enjoyed it a normal amount. This BGM is making me go psychotic. This is making me go psychotic. Woo! This sure is some shitty speculation. It makes no sense at all. I guess the only thing to do is wait until I become that John, then find out for myself. Yeah, this shit's got me loopy. Sounds exciting, but also a little overwhelming. Damn, I'm gonna need to think about this. You watch as John spaces out for a solid minute. Based. Thanks. You watch as John space out for a solid minute thinking about his absurd future. You glance towards that swing set, wondering if the fun times John had planned for you are going to continue to recede further into the distance as he comes to grips with his mysterious destiny. You cough a little to snap him out of his stupor. Oh. I'm sorry, Mr. Mailman. I know I said we would do something fun, but now I think I'm kind of in an existential mood. I should take a walk and think about what just happened today. I feel weird. It's nothing personal, just need some space. Well, see you. Damn. Me too, dude. I just wanted to play on the swings. Art is frying me. I literally just wanted to fucking play on the swings. Excuse me. Whatever. No swing for Chikafuji Lisa. Thank you. Okay, I think this is the final. This is like the final. We've gotten 2 bad endings. 2 bad endings. When you enter the house, an overwhelming odor of freshly baked cake hits you like a punch in the face. Wow, there's a lot of clown bullshit in this living room. Clown statues, and you don't have time to take it all in. Because your buddy John is grabbing your hand and rushing you upstairs before his baking maniac of a father can emerge from the kitchen and catch you in the act. Whoa. What would a chroma shift visual novel look like? Doki Doki Literature Club? I don't know. Probably a mess. Probably a goddamn mess. Where did I leave my place? Foop. I was about to say shit and fuck and dookie at the same time, and I said foop. Would you fulfill the tsundere character archetype in Chroma VN? What? Why would I be the tsundere character? In what world would I ever be a tsundere? I'm not Tsun. Tsundere Ojo-sama for the bit. For the bit? I like doing things for the bit. I'm not quirky Tsunya Comic Relief. You're quirky Tsunya Comic Relief. Hey Lisa, how's it going? I'm getting bullied. Since when does Lisa not know how to say she loves the people she loves? I just do things for the bit. And I like to rage bait just a little bit. It fills me with glee. It fills me with glee. Oh, you hate me and you want me to die. No, Lisa, we don't hate you and want you to die. We love you. Baited! 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 Tom, thank you for being a big sheep for 27 months. I missed a few streams. When did your horns change color? Just for today. Just for today. Rage baiting is so tune coded. You don't know what you're talking about, bozo. Oh. Wait, I lost my place. He slams the door behind you and breathes with a sigh of relief. Oh, I clicked too fast, like. Hard to catch a moment of peace around here, what with all the adoring fatherly doting, all around the clock cake production. Oh, his dad loves him. I feel like I'm just suffocating around here, and it's not just because the thick aroma of Betty Crocker products making me feel like I'm being gassed in a bakery. You're not sure what to say. You tentatively lift your arms as if you're about to place it on his shoulder, but you hesitate. Is this an abusive domestic situation? You don't know if you have enough information to make judgment of that yet, but you are concerned. Haha, just joking around. I mean, this baking shit is all a bit much. The clown obsession too, but I love my dad. He's great. Sorry, I didn't mean to give the wrong impression. That's a relief, I guess. Not that you weren't ready to jump in and be whatever kind of supportive friend this boy needs. Suddenly you notice a bunch of movie posters on the wall. Oh wow, these are all really bad. You won't dare say such a thing to your new friend though. You immediately begin lavishing praise on all of them, especially that one which appears to be Mac and Me? Oh, for fuck's sake. When it rains it pours, you guess. Nevertheless, you insist it is one of humanity's peak cinematic achievements. Mac and Me? You seriously like it? Personally, I think it's a piece of shit. I just have it up there because, well, I don't even know why. Not even I can defend the film. To each his own, I guess. I'm happy to hear you all like the other movies, though. They're incredible. You have good taste. Except for liking Mac and Me, though. It's complete garbage. You can admit you got a little overzealous there. Maybe dial it down a notch. You don't really have to try so hard. There is a moment of awkward silence. You hadn't really thought of this far, and apparently neither has John. There must be something you can both do to advance this friendship. He's starting to look a little self-conscious now. Poor friendless kid really doesn't know how to entertain anyone in his home, does he? You can see now that your friend is needed now more than ever. Oh, your friendship. Having a Mac and Me, but I've never watched that movie. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. God, I remember telling my father, I was like, Dad, I have to watch Con Air. He was like, why the fuck would you want to watch Con Air? Dad, because John from Homestuck loves Con Air. Lisa, what the hell is Homestuck? Dad, will you watch Con Air with me? Yeah, I guess I can watch Con Air with you. Let me watch Con Air, and it was the most dog shit movie ever. I didn't like it. I don't like dog shit movies, and I especially don't like Con Air. And then it had that one song. I don't wanna close my eyes. I don't wanna fall asleep, cause I miss you, baby. Con Air actually kicks ass. Con Air was so bad. I was bored. I was so bored. I was so bored. There are such worse movies. I know there are such worse movies. However, this little stupid fuck, Mr. John Egbert, loves the movie Con Air, and he loves Nicolas Cage. And I literally fucking watched Con Air for the sake of this stupid fucking webcomic with my dad. And I was just like, oh, hee hee, like harmless. And I was sitting there with my dad, and my dad is eating it up. And I was just like, what? This 13-year-old kid likes this movie? He likes Ghostbusters and Con Air? Bored by Con Air? Sorry, Lisa, I'm writing the Google Doc right now. Ugh, I have to prepare my fucking... what is it? My Google Doc. Or, no, my apology video. Primetime Quirky Films. Armageddon? Get your Jazz Master ready for the apology? Fucking Christ. Well, okay. Maybe I'm just not a man. Maybe I don't understand it. Maybe I don't understand peak because... Google Docky RT. Oh, God. All I have to say is I fucking don't like fucking Con Air. Whatever. So, what do you typically like to... For every Jennifer's body, there is a Con Air. I guess we can watch Con Air together. What do you typically like to, suddenly something gets John's attention. It's coming from his computer. Oh, hey, can you hang on a second? My buddy Dave is pestering me. John settles behind his desk. Dude, what are you doing? Dave, you'll never guess what I'm doing right now. Are you opening the birthday present I got you? Oh, no, sorry, Dave. I don't think I got your... but I think your present got lost in the mail. Unfortunately, I think it might be gone forever. John, what the fuck? Maybe you can just send me another one? Whatever it was? Dude, no. The thing I got you is fucking priceless and irreplaceable. If it gets lost in the mail, there's literally zero chance you will ever see another one like it ever again. In any shape or form. Wow. That sucks. Well, whatever. TBH, that's probably the fate it deserves. What was it? Never mind, just some more ironic trash from your best and coolest bro in the world. Just forget it. If I tell you, you'd be sad it's gone. So this is a secret I will take with me to my fucking grave. Do you understand, Egbert? Yeah, that's fair. Is this actually how men talk to each other? Is this how men talk to each other? So what are you really up to? Are you playing that dumb game with Rose yet? What? Oh no. That got lost in the mail too. It's all gone forever. Holy fucking shit, John. I leave you alone for 2 seconds and everything goes to hell? This is why I can't stop pestering you for even a second. You just lose complete control of your life the moment I turn my back. How do you even get lost in the mail? Like, how can that even formally be verified in any way? You haven't even been waiting for it that long. Because the mailman told me so. What? Okay, I know this is almost every day, but that actually is the dumbest fight. This feels like a me and Yancha conversation. Just this. I feel like because I was told so. She's like, "Are you fucking dumb?" It's true. He was quite sure about it. First of all, John, mailmen don't know shit. They're just guys who walk around handing out letters and stuff. They have zero knowledge of the greater workings of the mail, let alone the specific fate of any given package. Yeah, unless there's a tracking number or some shit. But even the mailman isn't really the guy who deals with that. The only way a mailman would know for sure is if someone got lost, as if he was the one who lost it, or like deliberately fucking destroyed it. Between the game and my sweet present going missing, something smells goddamn fishy here. John, are you sure the mailman didn't just steal your shit? Of course I am. I don't know, man. He wasn't even holding a bag. He wasn't even holding anything when I talked to him. Not even a mail bag. My alarm bells are fucking haywire here. It sounds like this is incompetent dipshit just lost all your mail and tried to cover his ass. No? Are you sure you didn't fuck it up like get mailman stank on it in a fit of shame and panic buried it? Or tucked it in a smelly hole? Dave, this is insane. You're being so paranoid. Besides, aside from the birthday present, why do you even care? You think the game is stupid and you don't even want to play. Yeah, well, I was lying my ass off to sound cool and aloof. Of course I want to play the game. It's like the whole rad thing we were all gonna do as friends and now it's ruined. Oh, you're right. That is a shame. I'm sorry. I don't know. There was just some feeling I had that we needed to play this thing for like destiny reasons or some shit. Sorry to blow my cool cover and start sounding like Jade or whatever, but I'm kind of pissed off right now, especially now that I know that you won't get your sick bunny. Bunny! Forget I said that. Oh, okay. Anyway, all that aggravating bullshit aside, what were you gonna say? Right, I made a new friend. What? A friend? A friend? No, bullshit. No, it's true. John, this is so unlike you. You don't have fucking friends. None of us do. We're a bunch of total losers. I know, but today's a different story. I think I might be branching out a little socially. Like turning a corner and becoming a valid and legitimate person well on his way to adulthood. Ugh. Come on, Dave. Why can't you just be happy for me? Fine. So you're hanging out with this person right now? Yeah, he's in my room, rummaging through my stuff. He's quite the character. Who is this guy? Please tell me he's not cooler than me. I couldn't handle that. Like a fucking girlfriend. He's not cooler than you. Nobody is, Dave. Okay, thank God. So tell him you found it. Well, you know the mailman I was talking about earlier? Yeah. Well, you see, it's the mailman. Jesus fucking What? John? No. What's the big deal? Do I even need to explain why a 13-year-old kid shouldn't become buddies with the fucking mailman and hang out with him in his room? Does your dad know about this? Well, no. But I'm trying to avoid him. He's in one of his baking frenzies. You do realize this is the same guy who likely stole your game and my beautiful present, right? You probably sold them in the black market or worse. He did something fucked up like flush them down the toilet. He didn't do that, Dave. It would make no sense to do that. You're being crazy. Okay, dude, but you're the one chilling with a random postal worker in your bedroom on your birthday. I'm just looking out for you. What sort of sick fuck would even want to come into your house? How old is this fucking guy anyway? I don't know. He seems to be sort of ageless. What? Dave. Dave, that's the thing. He's barely even a person. He's just a friend. He's friend-shaped. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Listen, I don't expect you to understand. He's just a fun, harmless person who appears to have no particular defining qualities whatsoever. What's so crazy about that? Nothing, I guess. I don't even know anymore. Fine, enjoy your new buddy. It is your birthday after all, so you can get to call the shots. What's next on the agenda? What is he even doing now? Well, it seems like he got a little bored while I've been talking to you, and he has spread most of my belongings across my bedroom floor to examine everything. And now he's just messing with stuff? Like my magic stuff. It's pretty cute. Can you put a PNG of you and Yacha for this combo? No! I like this guy. John, I'm gonna run something by you. I hope I don't blow your mind or anything, but what if this guy isn't even a mailman? What? Dave, no, I refuse to accept that. Okay then, genius, tell me, what is he wearing? You said he has no defining qualities. Well, clothes are defining qualities. So, what are they? Okay, he isn't wearing anything but a sweatshirt. But I didn't want to mention that because I knew how it would sound. I see. So, no mail uniform, no mail bag, no fucking mailman hat, just no fucking pants. Yes. But that's not weird or anything! I told you, he's like a pet? Shit, that's probably condescending. You know what I mean? Part generic person, what is it? Part generic person-y type guy and part like just a fun, friendly sort of humanoid creature. I'm really not explaining this well. The point is, he said he's a mailman, and I believe him because he's my new friend. End of story. Is this you and Yantra talking about the possum you've been feeding? God damn. He's just friend-shaped! He's just friend-shaped! Okay, he's the fucking mailman. I don't even care if you think he's fine, then okay, whatever. So like, cool, guess we have a new friend. Do I get to meet the mailman sometime or what? That's a good question. I hope so. I wouldn't be surprised if he Ferumi Kaipa! Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. My name is Chikafuji Lisa, your favorite worst nightmare sheep, and I am playing Pester Quest. Hey Lisa, buggy raid! Oh my god, no way! Hi raiders, hello raiders. Well, I'm very glad to have you here. I hope the previous stream was really fun. And feel free to relax, take a little breaky poo. Yeah, take your time, have a good day. We're playing Pester Quest right now. We're going through Volume 1, which is John's arc. And we've gotten 2 bad endings, which have been fatherly disapproval and vague existential crisis. So we've gone through a lot of things today, and unfortunately we will be going through more things and stuff. So yeah, that's it. I remember when it was still releasing. Me too. Me fucking too. Okay, let's get it. That's a good question. I hope so. I wouldn't be surprised if he found his way over to you. I can't put my finger on it, but something tells me he's a well-traveled fellow. You really think he's going to well-travel his ass 2,000 miles over here to come visit me? You never know. Mailman do get around after all. Shit, that checks out actually. Okay, I'm kind of excited now. That's what I like to hear. I should probably get going. He's really going at it over there with all my bedroom crap. I don't even want to be a rude host. Alright, I'm gonna leave you boys to it. Happy birthday, dude. Thanks, Dave. Oh! We got the yay! Yay! We got the seal of approval. Look at this. Look at this. We got the good end. He's like so fucking stoked for us. Yeah, we just had to lie and manipulate to make friends. That's how it works, right? Building a cake. So sweet. So sweet. Okay. That was very sweet. Aw, friendship simulator. We can friendship simulate with so many people. Okay, I'm low key. I'm debating. I might just go through. I would like to go through all of them. However, I'm curious to see Dave's and I'm curious to see Jade's for sure. So I might just do beta kids today. We will see. Rose next. Are we gonna go in order of the beta kids? Do you think? Please don't use these tactics IRL. Yeah, please don't groom a 13-year-old boy into becoming friends with you. Very questionable. You lied about being a mailman. That's quite strange. Also, I'm gonna BRB momentarily. I'm gonna go grab a carbonated beverage. Drink a carbonated beverage. Stretch my legs a bit. For the sake of stretching my legs, I've been streaming for 2 hours already, so yeah. But we can do the beta kids today. We have so many little friends to select. We have so many friends to decide on. So I'll be back. I don't have my normal BRB screen today, so I'm just gonna fucking... Hold on. I'm gonna go over here. There we go. This is perfect. Okay, BRB. my god, hey every I'm back. Sorry, I also got a piece of cheese too. I got a string cheese. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Why did I die? There we go. I got a string cheese because I was feeling a little bit string cheesy. Thanks guys, thanks for waiting for me. I think I'm gonna split the beta kids into 2 streams. So, because it's gonna end up being a pretty long stream. Did you do your stretches? I did do my stretches. And I went outside and I saw a hummingbird. Yummy. I have sparkling water today. I know, hummingbird is like good luck. Okie dokie. Okie dokie artichoke. Okie dokie artichoke. Let me figure this out. Okay, boom. We are back. We are good. Now we decide on a friend, and I believe this next friend will be. I will do the boys today. Ooh. Let's be real. As much as you enjoy your new friends, they all seem a little lonely. Like maybe... Wait, do I have to go in order? I think I have to go in order. I think I do have to go in order. I'm going to go to volume 2. Interesting. On the advice of your new friend John, you go to visit one of his close comrades. Close only figuratively speaking, since it seems like she lives all the way on the other side of the country. That's no problem for you though, since your new powers let you hop anywhere, anytime, even to places that don't exist. What? Well, you think your powers let you do that. You could just have this distinct metatextual feeling that you could pretty much go anywhere at this point. You know that doesn't make any sense. There's nothing that doesn't make sense about friendship, though. That's exactly what you're about to do. Friendship, that is. You're about to do some friendship by making a new friend. Her name is, you check your notes, Rose. This is her house, apparently. It looks kind of weird and modern, and it's situated in the middle of the woods for no good reason. Oh, situated in the woods for no good reason you can think of. Also, it's pouring rain, which is not what you would describe as ideal friend-making conditions. Still, nothing stops a mailman not from delivering mail nor making friends. Rather, famously, rain and other similar weather patterns provide no deterrent to the performance of his duties. And there is no duty more important than friendship. Suddenly, a woodland girl approaches. Who goes there? Oh, it's your new friend Rose, obviously. There is literally no one else this could be. You introduce yourself. You are the cool mailman who John told her to expect a visit from soon. You would doff your mail hat to signal a friendly greeting, except recently you accidentally dropped it in the sewer, along with all of your other mail-specific clothes, as well as all the mail you were supposed to deliver, as you explained to her gratuitously in an unconvincing manner. It's not a great start, you admit, but you've done much worse. You're not a mailman. Yikes, you are busted almost immediately. Okay. You briefly consider whether you should double down on the lie and try to say something mailman-like, or whether the right call is to come clean, since she clearly is too smart for this amateur bullshit. But it's taking a few... This shit is hella loud. What the fuck? But it's taking a few seconds too long for you to decide which looks guilty as hell. That's it. The jig is up. You slouch in defeat. You ask her if she would please consider not telling John. Your heart could take... She's a little less gullible than John. Yeah, she's the scary goth one. You ask if she would please consider not telling John. Your heart couldn't take it if he found out your entire relationship was based on a lie. You want me to keep a secret from one of my best friends to protect the feelings of a random buffoon who I've never met and arbitrarily showed up to my house in the remote wilderness like a creep? Yes. I forgot to save. Whoopsie. Well, I guess I can save here. I can save. Pew. There we go. Yes. Yes, that's what you want. That is an interesting proposition. If for no other reason than its audacity. None will see her and type wife. True. I agree. Sorry, I'm fixing my headphones. I admire your resolve in the face of humility. This doesn't mean we're friends, though. Oof, rough. Well, that's fine. You're hopeful. Your mind is fuzzy, but you think you remember this. You're good at this. You are excellent at making people like you through underhanded means. You can't wait to take advantage of this 13-year-old girl's goodwill. That's crazy. Okay, wow, not like that. Let's not be fucking weird. In fact, let that be the last creepy thought you have for comical purposes. S-grade jokes only. Let's all get our brains out of the gutter. Rose raises a thin eyebrow. There's something unsettling about her deep violet eyes. You're pretty sure most humans don't have eyes like that. But what the fuck do you know? You're a stranger around these parts. Wait, are you human too? Whatever. It's not a big deal. Not when there are friends to be made. Or something. Do you want to come inside? Unless I'm interrupting your internal monologue, of course. Far be it from me to ever cut short any sort of navel-gazing sidebar. It's just so ever so slightly wet out here. You would absolutely love that. If it's not too much trouble, of course. You wouldn't want to put Rose out. You're lying, though. You are 100% fine with being absolutely infuriatingly obnoxious if it meant making a friend. Your character in this game really fumbles a lot with this funny phrasing. I agree. Rose purses her lips, considering. Your predilections towards mailmen mimicry weren't all... Why do these 13-year-olds talk like this? 13-year-olds don't talk like this. Unless they're using like $10 words to be interesting. Rose is particularly wordy, I know. Oh? He also said that you had certain powers? Powers of teleportation and time travel. I told him that he must be mistaken, since it's a well-known and accepted fact that magic, although a popular and highly engaging subject of fiction, is fake as hell. Oh, your zappy powers? No, those are totally real and not fake. Real in a different way than you being a mailman is real, since that's actually made up. Okay, I've heard Chuny fanfic girls who've spoken like this before. She is a Chuny fanfic girl. Like, actually, she is a Chuny fanfic girl. Like, actually. Is that so? Prove it. You shrug. Easy enough. You hold out a hand, and after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts out her fingers and... Chuny purple? What? And after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts her fingers in yours. Her nails are long and sharp and painted a glossy black. She closes her eyes and her umbrella droops. Should I picture my room or something similar? I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work. She still thinks you're fucking with her. You tell her that you guess she can do that if she wants. Good lord. You zap the two of you inside the big modern house, and when your eyes open, you find yourself in a large, messy bedroom. Ugh. She drops her umbrella. You really did that. Rose stands in the center of her room in full rain gear. Her boots track muddy prints into the thick white carpet. Surprise! You really are magic. Rose puts a small hand against her perfectly painted black lips. She seems momentarily lost for words, and you get the feeling that this is not a thing that happens very often. Her eyes are wide and deeply purple. They are sparkling, you might even say. Oh, hold on, I'll be right back. Stay here. Don't go out into the hall. It's not safe. You tell Rose to take her time. You're happy to just stand here dripping onto her nice clean floor. She leaves the room and you take the opportunity to examine your surroundings a little more closely. Can't tell if she has platform boots though. She has a sick dragon poster in the background. She really is a chunie like you. I'm not a chunie! The bed is unmade, books are strewn all over the floor carelessly, and the collection of half-drunk cups of coffee crowd the desk. Oh. Half-finished knitting projects lie in a soft pile all over the room. In fact, there's a lot of evidence that this room is often occupied by someone with a lot of interests who has trouble settling down and putting her attention to one thing at a time. Man, you relate. Not with interests, but with friends. You can't imagine settling for just one. Rose has a number of posters on her wall, although nowhere near as many as your friend John. A calendar hangs beside the window, days ticked off with a little X's, all the way up to 4/13, which is circled. You step closer to read the year date up in the corner, 2009, but why the hell do you care about that date? You can make friends any day of the damn week, rain or shine, night or day. 2009. Rose sure is taking a while out there. She told you that it wasn't safe out in the hall. Maybe she hadn't just been quipping. Maybe she actually is in trouble. What should you do? Maybe I should go look for her. You are too anxious to sit still, and you aren't the sort of person who just sits there and waits for your friend opportunities to fall in their lap. Better to run headlong into danger, or as much... Wait, I just picked a bad ending. I already know it. But at least we get the endings. Half-finished interesting is so real, I agree. Biblically accurate 13-year-old Lisa room? I mean, kinda. This is very girl room, for sure. We're as much danger as a minimalist upper middle class. Definitely did not live upper middle class though. In the middle of the woods can offer. Rose had told you that it wasn't safe. Oh wow. You creep out into the hallway where a bunch of things happen more or less simultaneously. A deluge of quick time events that you had no idea were coming. Lightning flashes in a perfect jagged line across the tall window at the end of the hall, followed by a crash of thunder so loud you'd think the house might be falling down. Abruptly, all the lights go out. Another flash of lightning. Oh my goodness, guys. I know it's gonna happen. You freak the fuck out, jumping about a foot in the air, yowling like a cat. A small hand lands on your shoulder and you jump again. Calm down, it's just me. Rose speaks in a normal tone, and it's jarring. The house is echoey and cavernous, and there's just something about a darkened house on a stormy evening that makes you want to whisper. I told you to stay put for a reason. It's too early for my mother to be sauced enough to notice random strangers in her house, and I don't want to go through the tedious process of explaining who you are. You have a perfectly understandable reason for why you left, and that reason is that you were lonely. Rose snores. Cold? You mean you were cold? Well, you are soaking wet. Follow me. I am scared of thunder! No, I just hate it. She grabs you by the wrist and tows you down the hall. You wonder if you should warn her about the strange wraith-like creature you saw by the window, but you don't want to freak her out. Although her mom might be at risk too. Whatever, moms are tough. She'll be fine. This probably isn't the first time she's gone toe-to-toe with a weird Slenderman. This house looks haunted as shit. Rose brings you to a dark laundry room, then motions you off to take your hoodie off, which you do gladly because it is soaking wet. That's interesting. Huh? The design on the front. Does it mean anything? Oh yeah, it is kind of cool. A blue line that zigzags on one end like lightning. Looking at it makes you feel unsettled. You realize Rose is still waiting for a response, so you just hand her the hoodie and tell her no. You're pretty sure it's just an abstract design. Then you stand there while she tosses the sweatshirt in the dryer, feeling the alarming currents of memories into your bloodstream. You're sure there must be something you forgot to do. You continue to feel weird as Rose hits the dryer button and nothing happens. I don't know anything, but I immediately want John and Rose to be a couple. Fair enough. A lot of people agree with you. Fuck. She hits the button a few more times as if that will make a bit of a difference, but the power is out. She presses her thumb and forefinger to the bridge of her nose. Well, you aren't going to fit into anything of mine. She leads you down more long, dark hallways. Man, this house is unreasonably huge. You ask Rose if a lot of people live here. No, it's just me, my mother, and a horde of liquids not soluble in water. Here, try not to drip on the carpet. You aren't sure how you're supposed to manage that, but okay. The room is large and dark, and when Rose parts the curtains, a flash of lightning illuminates a 4-poster bed, a long counter, and a shelf covered head to toe in bottles. Rose vanishes through another door, leaving you to peruse. This is all liquor. Shit, this is a lot of booze. Here, I'm not sure what you would want to wear, but this should work until the power comes back on and we can dry your clothes. Rose hands you a long, silky robe. She won't miss this. I don't think she's ever even worn it. She has this whole closet full of fantastic clothes that she never puts on. You take the robe and go into the large master bathroom. It's kind of a mess. The tub looks like it hasn't been cleaned in a long time. The robe gives you the same knotted feeling of familiarity that looking at your hoodie did, but you put it on anyway. It's a relief to get out of your wet clothes, and you hang them carefully on the shower rod. Yeah, the bedside bar is crazy. Do you see this shit? Holy crap. Do you agree, Sheepy? No, I don't agree. I unfortunately believe that John and Rose are very, very good friends, but Rose's heart is meant for another. The robe gives you the... Oh wait, I already read this. Whoopsie. When you head back out into the bedroom, you find Rose standing in front of the wall of liquor. She's holding a bottle of Grey Goose and squinting at the label like she's trying to read the nutrition facts. I've often wondered what exactly the merits of consuming this are. It tastes quite literally like burning. She opens the bottle, and before you can protest that she is in by no means illegal drinking age and wherever the fuck you are, she puts the bottle to her mouth and takes a sip. She splutters. That's terrible! You could have told her that. Straight vodka isn't for the uninitiated, even fancy vodka. You take the bottle from her. She hesitates for a moment, then lets it go. You set it back on the shelf. This really is quite an impressive liquor cabinet. Liquor wall, liquor room. Her mom must have a really refined palate. Don't strain yourself. You can say it. What's the point of mincing words? She's a fucking alcoholic. Wow, this is intense. You're not sure if you're prepared for something this heavy. You were kind of counting on some silly shenanigans. Maybe a couple funny jokes. I don't know, you aren't cut out for this. You get the feeling that at some point you might have been cut out for this, but You might have had the sort of person your friends or potential friends could count on. In fact, you know on some level that this is true, but whenever you try to nail down any sort of specifics, you find a gaping There's nothing wrong with having lots of alcohol. But for poor Rose, it's just struggle. She's just got mommy issues. She's okay. She's just a little sad sometimes. Have a bar right next to your bed, though. I know for real. Rose's shoulders slump as she stands surveying her mother's bottles. She doesn't even have the decency to hide her distasteful habits. Who needs an entire wall of liquor bottles? She doesn't even have people over. She doesn't even have friends. This is all just for me. Just more of her passive-aggressive act as a femme fatale 1950s housewife with a death wish. It's just like the wizards. Wizards? Ugh, don't worry about it. You know, how long has it's been since I've had a home-cooked meal? And I'm not saying that I require or even deserve a lovingly crafted culinary masterpiece every time I sit down to eat. That's going a bit far. I know John complains about being plagued by fatherly concern every time he gets every chance he gets. He's overwhelmed with pastries whenever he ventures from his rim. I'm glad my mother doesn't poke her considerable nose into my private affairs, but I'm sick of eating oatmeal. Rose? I told you, don't worry about it. But you will worry about it. You worry about all your friends. All 2 of them. Rose smiles with half her mouth. It seems to be about all she can manage. Lightning crashes. She looks so small and sad against this wall of bottles. You know how to fix this. Thunder rolls and you clench your fist. A friendship clench. You don't know who you are. You don't know why you're here. But you do know that you surely have these powers for a reason. And what better reason than to help a poor young girl with her troubled home life? Rolling up your floppy sleeves, you get to work. What are you doing? You start with the dark liquors first. In your experience, those cause the worst hangovers and are more likely to contribute to the absence of a hot motherly meal and the overconsumption of oatmeal. You grab 2 bottles of rum and 1 of bourbon, which you then tuck into 1 armpit. Then you zap out of the woods into a clearing in the nearby woods. A couple of hours ago, before it started raining, you drop the bottles and go back for more. Are you just stealing all of my mother's liquor? Is this your solution to her alcoholism? Don't worry, Rose. Rose can thank you later. You go for the tequila next, then the vodka, then you get sick of this organized approach and just start grabbing whatever the fuck and dumping it in the past. Rose watches you do this for a while, then she hops up on the counter, crosses her legs, and she starts texting. Wow, she's really so intent on her conversation that she isn't even noticing you're fixing her domestic situation. She keeps giving you a little fleeting look, and you're pretty sure she must be talking about you. You just let her talk. It isn't right to try and invade your friend's privacy. You attempt to resist the temptation, which you fail at immediately. Not even an overused meme can save you. You zap behind her on the counter where you can spy on her private correspondence. Yes. GG. I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry. And here was me trying to take advantage of your uncanny ability to make guesses verging on Dude! A big fucking word! Prognostication. I'm really recently considering a reevaluation on magic. You don't know who this person is? Maybe you should just... You go back in time a couple minutes when Rose started her conversation. Your past self is busily... Yeah, I know it is a big word. Gigi, your favorite Jade? Yes, she's my favorite. Yes, she's my favorite. She's my favorite. Your past self is busily zapping back and forth carrying liquor bottles. You hunker down so you don't see yourself cause a paradox or whatever the fuck. Tentacle therapist began pestering garden gnostic. Out of a morbid curiosity to shine a light on my future, I come with metaphorical hat in hand to ask you to consult your dream clouds. Do you happen to know anything about a strange cardboard cutout creature masquerading as a mailman? Are you sleeping? Sorry, had to scold back because he's acting really weird all of a sudden. Anyway, is this the same mailman that John was talking about? That fake one that hung out with him? That's the one. They are currently emptying my mother's liquor cabinet in an attempt to prevent her from overindulging herself. Oh, are they drinking it? No, I think they're just dropping it into the woods with their magic powers. Oh, Do they know that she could just go out and buy more liquor? That's something you can do where you live, right? Yes, well, not exactly where we live. I think the nearest boozery is a good 20-minute drive. I'm not actually entirely sure where my mother got it all. We don't own a car as far as I know. Sometimes it seems like she has the ability to just make things appear. I don't know anything about him, I'm sorry. Oh, we caught up. There's probably some real magic out there somewhere. Yeah, for instance, the sort that lets you spy on your hostess's private correspondence while you are stealing her mother's libations. Oh, shit. We got caught. You freeze. With a contrite snap, you reappear in front of Rose. She sets her phone down and props her chin up on a delicate fist. Sorry. You honestly don't know what got into you. You just couldn't resist using your power for evil. Haven't you heard with great power comes great responsibility? Rose is right. She's totally right. You've only had this power for like a day, and you still aren't used to the idea of being able to just zap all over the narrative. Clearly, you did not appreciate the implications. Zapping all over the narrative sounds potentially stressful. Oh, you bet! You are incredibly stressed right now. Rose laughs. You apologize for stealing all her mom's drinks. That was kind of overzealous of you. No, actually it was hilarious. I never really been one for pranks. That's always fallen more in John's wheelhouse, but there's nothing wrong with it. Wrong in occasionally stepping outside of one's comfort zone. Let's do the vodka next. The two of you working together gets the place cleared out pretty quick. You zap Rose along with you to the bright clearing in the field, and for a moment she just stands in a sunbeam, blinking out of the cloudless sky. Her expression says she still might not be totally convinced any of this is happening. When all the liquor has been transferred from the bedroom to the woods, in a big glittering dragon's hoard of booze, you and Rose fall down into the next to it in a messy heap. When you fall into a messy heap, Rose lowers herself daintily, sitting more on her knees than her butt, probably to keep her skirt from getting dirty. You get the idea that even though she lives in the middle of nowhere, she doesn't spend a ton of time outside. You tell her again that you're sorry you spied on her correspondence with her green friend Gigi, although you hope she isn't going to get in trouble with her mom. I'm not unduly concerned. I'll tell her where it all is in a couple days, although by that time I'm sure at least a good third of it will be water damaged. I'm sure this will have a fantastic implication for our relationship, and not at all exasperate the emotional problems underlying in her addiction. You laugh awkwardly. Well, now you kind of just feel like an asshole. Rose lies back on the grass and raises a hand to trace the curves of a fluffy white cloud. She closes her eyes. Perhaps it's just projection on my part, or wishful thinking. But ever since I met you, I feel like something has changed. Or rather, something has failed to change, if that makes any sense. It's probably nothing. Her eyes flicker back, endlessly purple, fixed on the sky like she can't... Dude, I just brain farted. That's sick nasty. Fixed on the sky like she can see something beyond it. And again, you feel like there's something really crucial that you forgot. Poor Rose. I'm sorry your mom's an alcoholic. When I eat crackers. I've been talking so much. Okay. But at least you made a new friend, and even if you don't think Rose's brand would ever allow you to call her as such, you're lying in a sunny clearing next to a pile of alcohol, and honestly, it doesn't get much friendlier than that. I got the victory! No bad ending. I literally I got the victory. First try, but I want to know. Oh, fish. I want to go to the load. How would I have... No. Man, you guess today is the right day you get owned by teens. She's totally right. What are you doing just wandering to her house without even calling first? It's just totally disrespectful of her time. No need to self-flagellate. It was a simple suggestion to more critically examine your motivations and actions in the future. No, she's right. You're going. What? We've never seen this place. You zap away, aiming for a spot a half a mile away into the woods where you can become properly soaked and miserable. But instead of trees, you find yourself standing in front of a bank of computers. Shit, you misfired. You remember seeing a big structure off in the distance when you were in front of Rose's house. You figured it was just some sort of office building, but this looks more like a factory or a secret research lab. The computers show coordinates on a screen that don't mean anything to you. A countdown clock is frozen on 4:13. All of this has trappings of a tablet or something set up for you to see. Turning away from the screens, you wander down a long line of gleaming science fiction equipment. It reminds you of pictures of old computers from the 1950s, the one that took up entire rooms. Whoa, guys, no way. Whatever could this place be? You bet you could go back and visit some of those if you zapped hard enough. You wander through a whole maze of walls and wide echoing rooms that aren't pictured because our art budget is only so big, but it takes a certainty that they are all very mysterious. Eventually, you circle back to the strange bank of screens. Nervously, you hit a few keys and tap a few fingers against the readouts. Nothing, it's all locked down. You think that if you could only get these screens to unlock, you could unravel the secrets to life and the universe and everything. Or maybe it's your memories you are trying to unlock. Maybe then you'll understand the seething waters of this endless ocean and time and space and intertwining in the... Meow. Meow? Meow. You turn around, expecting a cat. And you do get a cat. A very adorable black kitten. Tiny and soft, with far more eyes than you should have. Aww. But the cat isn't the only thing there. A woman in a sleek white lab coat and sensible heels holds the cat, pinning you to the spot with her gaze. Or at least you assume she is. Her hair is in her eyes, and the light is behind her, so all you can see is her face and her painted lips. Sorry, man. It's her mom. It's her mom, guys. It's her mom. It's the alcoholic. You absolutely didn't mean to trespass in our secret science lab, and you actually aren't even lying. You really did just fuck up this time. The lady puts the cat down slowly, where it rolls on its back and bats its paw playfully in the air. Aw, cats are great. Even mutant cats. Maybe especially mutant cats? This little guy should have a name. Huh. You think you'll name them Cryptid McWhiskers? Yeah, Cryptid McWhiskers is a great name. In fact, you can't imagine anyone ever naming this cat anything else. You hold out a hand to Cryptid McWhiskers and wriggle your fingers. It rolls onto its back to its feet, and fawns over you. Look at how precious. It's got 4 eyes. Stacy's mom playing in the background? You foul heathen. You harlot. It is as soft and as fluffy as it looks, and its 4 eyes blink up at you with utter trust. At least this kitty will be your friend. The ominous clack of the heels on cement reminds you that you and Cryptid McWhiskers are not alone. While you are busy with the kitty cat, this very intimidating and well-coiffed lady has walked over to the bank of screens. She presses a button and it must have some sort of fingerprint recognition or retinal scanner. Maybe she's just better at things than you are because it works for her. Yeah, it has 4 eyes. It's like someone created my idea of the perfect woman. I'm scared. Maybe you should read Homestuck. Maybe you should read Homestuck. You saw it. Oh, on the floor a few feet from you is a round gray protrusion, a platform on the floor. You saw it earlier, but you had no idea what it was for, so you just ignored it. What you don't understand is what you don't understand can't hurt you, right? You think that's probably right. The intimidating lady presses a button on the screen, mouth turning up at the corners. A flash and a pop, like the pressure in the room changes. You feel it in your eardrums. A pumpkin appears on the round gray platform. Fuck. Huh. You aren't really sure what she's trying to say here. Making a pumpkin appear out of thin air is impressive, but it's probably would have been more so if you hadn't been popping in and out of existence all day. It's gonna take more than a pumpkin to impress you. Pumpkin. What pumpkin? The lady shakes her head. Guys, what pumpkin used to be? I wonder if what pumpkin still exists. No way! You used to be able to buy... I'm pretty sure you used to buy merch from What Pumpkin. Oh my god, I just realized that you can still buy Homestuck merch. Holy shit. I just googled it. Oh my god. That's crazy. Anyway. Back to my frigging stream. The lady shakes her head and hits another button. The pumpkin vanishes and its place becomes a tiger. Yes, you heard that right. A whole ass tiger. Orange and black. Big teeth and paws. For a second, the two of you just look at each other. Honestly, the tiger might be more shocked than you are. Expect Homestuck merch at your next meet and greet. I used to own Jade's shirt, but I think it got thrown away in a move long ago. I used to own Dave and Jade's shirt. Some 13-year-old girl could be finding Homestuck right now and we can't stop them. Good lord. That sounds terrifying. Kinda sucks to think about. One second you're just chilling on the savannah, mauling antelopes and drinking on the watering hole, and next you're in a secret lab in upstate New York staring at a very unappetizing looking protagonist. Apparently you are appetizing enough for it to want to get a taste, because it looks from you to Krypton McSquisters and back again, then it charges. You try to book it out of there. The lady in the lab coat looms up in front of you. She's saying something you strain to hear. The tiger is right behind you. The lady or the tiger? In the last minute you remember you have magic powers. You choose the third option, teleporting the fuck out of there. Boom. Oh, not again. You just zapped into yet another unknown building. Although from the view out the window you think it might be Rose's house. Well, hi, Carl. Thank you for being a baby sheep for 15 months. Good stream, sheeple. Do you have high hopes for the Homestuck series pilot coming out soon? Oh, great stream, sheepy. Thanks. I have questionable hopes. My dear friend. Also, I like your profile picture, bud. Migu. Honestly, I think I have questionable. I want it to be good for the nostalgia. I think it would make baby me very happy. I think it would make me very happy. But I don't know how I'm feeling about sharing my beloved Homestuck with Has-Been Hotel. But I think that's a shared fear amongst people who have Homestuck nostalgia. So with that being said, I'm gonna say like out of like a 10, I'll give it like maybe like a 6. I'm thoroughly looking forward to it, but I don't really know if it'll be anything special. I listened to what the characters sound like what they have casted already. And I don't know, like Tails is gonna be my favorite character, and I'm like, I can see it working, but I don't know if that's who I would have casted. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Still cautious because the adaptations are very hit or miss. They didn't cast Chikafuji Lisa for the voice of Jade. They never would. Because I don't sound like a Jade. Also, the fact that Rose turns the corner in the hallway and stops short, still in her rain gear. Her eyes are very wide. You weave awkwardly. That snaps her out of it. She stands up straight, sliding easily from shock to superiority. So, you thought you'd just let yourself in? After wasting my time mumbling about the mail, a gaudy display of manipulative self-recrimination, and then popping out of existence to leave me asking myself if I'd finally lost my mind? You hadn't meant to do all of that, especially not the last part. She isn't losing her mind unless both of you are losing your minds together. Rose looks you over. Finally, she seems to decide that you are for real. Your predilections towards mailman mimicry were all that John told me about. Oh, he also said that you had a certain power. Powers of teleportation and time travel. I told him he must be mistaken, since it's a well-known and accepted fact that magic, although a popular and highly engaging subject of fiction, is fake as hell. Oh, your zappy powers? No, those are totally real and not fake. Real in a different way than you being a mailman is real. And since that is actually made up, yes. She's still got her umbrella open. Hey, doesn't she know that's bad luck? Luck is also fake as hell. You say you can do magic? Prove it. But she just saw you vanish out of her front yard. Like I said, I could be losing my mind. She could be losing it now, at the very minute, but you see no point in arguing. You hold out a hand, and after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts her fingers in yours. Her nails are long and sharp and painted glossy black. You close it. Okay. Wait, we already did this part. Wait, we already did this part. So I would have won either way. Stay put. Okay, so I already did this part, but not this part. Wow, so there was no bad ending for either route. Your patience pays off almost at once. Rose is back and looking significantly more put together. Also, she brought you a towel here. I'm not overly attached to anything in here. It's mostly just childish nonsense I haven't yet bothered to rid myself of. But I'd appreciate it if you tried not to drip on any of the notebooks. She has changed out of her raincoat and boots, and she's dressed in a neat black skirt and white shirt with a purple blob with tentacles. What is this thing that with kids in their blob shirts? Now that that's dealt with, please sit down. She crosses her legs. You suddenly feel like you're at a job interview. Friend interview, I guess. You wish you were a little less damp. Actually, let's switch places. But you're still pretty wet. You don't want to get her bed sheet. Oh my god, there she put on the bed. Don't worry about it. That's what washing machines are for. Now let's talk magic. Which up until now I've always taken for granted as being something confined to my storybooks. Rose takes a wistful look toward her bedroom window, grayed over and blurred with raindrops. You get the feeling that she's doing it for effect. Maybe that's why she wanted you to switch places with her. And then comes you, the not mailman with a penchant for showing up and attempting to make friends with unwitting children. Well, fair, she's got you there. But honestly, she might be a child, but she really doesn't seem to be unwitting. On the contrary, she's really quite witty. I'm glad you noticed. She folds her hands and clears her throat. You think that if she had any notes, she would be shuffling them. And so the question remains, are you a good witch or a bad witch? Or are you a wizard? We've already established that you are not a public servant. Is there a difference between a witch and a wizard? Of course there is, but exactly how specific of a difference can vary. According to some works of fiction, a wizard is just a witch's male counterpart. But in certain mythologies, for instance, Arthurian legend, the difference appears to be class-based. Wizards reside at a court and are classically trained, while witches are self-taught and run wild through the forest. I won't deny that those differences tend to be often gendered as well. You ask her which one she is, a witch or a wizard. Me? Rose shifts, uncrossing and recrossing her legs. You shrug, and she just seems to know a lot about them. I know a thing or two, but can I tell you a secret? She's not chuny, she just knows things. Oh my god, Rose, she has no idea how much you would love to hear her secret. I find them, wizards I mean, utterly reprehensible. They disgust me. Everything from their foppish robes to their grizzled beards. It's my mother who's a wizard enthusiast in this household. Although, she glances from side to side theatrically. Most of the things Rose does seems to be at least a little bit theatrical. She kneels onto the carpet beside the clutter of books. I don't show this to many people. Actually, I haven't shown them to anyone. Not even John? John seems to be a pretty cool guy. Definitely a guy we're sharing a few secret notebooks with. Rose laughs. No, I haven't shown them to John. I've only shown them to Strider to punish him. You nod, pretending to know who this Strider person is. You are totally a normal dude with an absolutely ungodly number of friends. A shadow moves through the center of you. Trembling moment of deja vu. You do have a lot of friends, don't you? That feels true. But the only people you know here are John and Rose now. Weird. You try to put it in front of your mind and listen to... Oh, from your mind. She's still talking about this mysterious Strider, flipping through one of her journals. Too quick for you to see anything specific, only that it is full from cover to cover. She's a wizard hater. She's not chuny, she's a nerd. Yes. She doesn't know about my purple psychic ice fire dragon because she's not real. As if my modest writings are the sole source of I forgot. As if my modest writings are the sole source of homoerotic tension in his life, when his brother is the one who insists on filling their home with a I can't read this shit. You guys can't even see what it says. You guys can't even see what it says. You try to put it from your mind and listen to Rose again. She's still talking about some mysterious Strider flipping through one of the journals too quickly for you to see anything specific. Only that it's full from cover to cover. A shadow moves through the center of... Wait. What? Wait. Rose rolls her eyes. Oh boy, you missed the beginning of that. It probably made way more sense than it seemed like. Rose is searching through her notebooks, checking markings on the spine that seems to be some sort of cataloging system for arcane symbols. Where is... Oh, right. She does something quick and complex with her fingers, and another notebook pops into existence and falls into her lap. You gape. She really is a wizard. What? It's just a Sylladex. A child could use one here. This notebook has a couple drawings in it, but most of it is filled with small, neat handwriting in lavender ink. Is Rose writing a book? No, don't be silly. I'm writing 4 books at least. 5, depending on whether I decide to flesh out... Jesus Christ. She is so J.K. Rowling. She's so like, I love wizards. I love wizards. I love wizards. Calmassus. What a name. I'm writing 4 books at least. Oh wait, fuck, I'm going back. It isn't strictly necessary, but it does add a certain amount of valuable character insight, which renders their actions in later volumes more sympathetic. Not that I need all of my anti-heroes to be sympathetic. I'm just thinking of what literary reviewers would say. You nod. Smart. You would never have thought of what the literary reviewers would say. She's honestly pretty impressive for someone her age. Age has nothing to do with it. But don't get carried away, it's only a rough draft. Did you ever try to write a book, Lisa? I don't know. Frankly, I don't want to answer that question. You ask her if you could take a look. She hesitates, but you doubt she would have shown it to you if she didn't want you to look. What the hell? If you can't trust a strange spherical imprint you met outside in the rain, who can you trust? Right, your thoughts exactly. Rose hands you the notebook and you open it at random, letting fate guide your hands. Friglish bothered his beard, as if unkinking a hitch in a long silk windsock. A more pedestrian audience would parse the exhibit as nervous compulsion, behavior to petition contempt among the reasonable. He was, however, not surrounded by the reasonable, but the wise, a distinction in men that would forever be the difference in history's garland of treasured follies. As a matter of fact, his cut... This feels like I'm writing, or like what I'm reading, like nothing. I'm reading nothing. Zazerpan inspected... What the fuck? Zazerpan inspected the clue, a single piece of evidence cradled in the courageous old man's palms. It was a human bone, not striking in the tale it told. Alone, so much as that that told by the thousands, like it festooning. Like, who the fuck uses this sloppy white bullshit? The grisly expanse bore the texture of decadent desert. It's like crime drama, wizard crime drama. Wordy. Yes, clearly, but what the two of them shared went through simple romance. She's a Fujo. She's a wizard Fujo. Rose becomes increasingly more animated as she tells about her gay wizard OCs, like she's far more interested in them than she is in herself. They share an intellectual bond, a mutual dedication to knowledge and the preservation of such. The goal of the learned is to amass their wisdom and keep it from general dissemination into the main populace of wizards. They feed it to their apprentices in drips and drabs. Of course, this will eventually lead to ruin. Of course! You flip further into the book, searching for the part where it leads to ruin. Ruin sounds interesting. Dude, I don't want to read this shit. She's writing Wizard Yowie! The most succulent wizard yet. I don't want to read Wizard Yowie! I would very much like to not read Wizard Yowie. Not in my Christian stream. These paragraphs have too many syllables. Yeah, fuck. Too many syllables for my stupid sheep brain. You flip through the notebook, checking out the more drawings. There are a lot of wizards. Even more bearded was venerable than the last. One of the pictures of the most recent, maybe since it's on the very last page of the journal, is 2 young wizards, twins maybe. They have gray hair and are wearing slick green suits and are standing back to back with their arms entwined, staring into the middle distance. It's very anime. You compliment Rose on her artistic prowess. Yes, thank you, they're alright. I'm a much better writer than I am an artist. You tell her you think she's really good, way better than you. You're absolutely positive she's going to be famous one day. I appreciate the encouragement, even though I know you're just trying to flatter me due to your strange thirst for affirmative experiences. John told me that about you. Damn, busted. But you really do think she's talented. It's fine. It's not as if my social calendar is overfull out here in the middle of the woods. Don't tell anyone I said I don't have many friends. And don't tell him I've been drawing. He'd be insufferable. He? Never mind. You assure Rose that her secrets are safe and you hand her back her journal. You really are excited about your new friend. If you might be so bold, her wizard stories. And her wizard stories all that... Wait. Hadn't she said she hated wizards? What's your point? Well, you're no expert on wizards or on Rose, but it seems like she actually does seem to like them. Maybe because she has several notebooks full of wizard fiction? You aren't trying to get, like, real here, but maybe it's possible her mom isn't the only one in the family who likes wizards. Rose pulls her book out of your hands. That and the rest of the books vanish into thin air. Oh right, that must have been that, what did she call it? Silodex? She doesn't look angry exactly, but the lines around her mouth and eyes that softened as she talked about her book have hardened back up. Her eyes glitter menacingly. Oh, is that right, Freud? Well, why don't you diagnose me? Oh, hey, wow, you weren't trying to be condescending or whatever. Clearly. Were you aware that it is a common psychological phenomenon for an individual to react to trauma by creating fictional representations of that which has caused them bodily harm or emotional dismay? Dude, my bad. Dude, my bad. My apologies. To suggest that the portrayal of those fictional renderings somehow condones them or supports them is absolutely absurd. So what she's saying is that she draws wizards to cope. Rose rises regally to her feet. The lightning turns her into an ethereal silhouette. What I'm saying is I don't need to justify my fictional predilections to you or to anyone else. No, she's totally right. You're sorry that you suggested she might like wizards. It was horribly presumptuous and not at all the way a friend should act. You're so sorry. You promise it will never happen again. No, I don't suppose it will. Oh, hey, Raiders! Hi, everyone. What's going on? Were you on the Homestuck amino? I was unfortunately on worse, but... no, I wasn't on the Homestuck amino. Also, hi Eva. Hi Raiders, welcome in. My name is Chikafuji Lisa. Your favorite was Nightmare Sheep, and I'm reading Pester Quest today. I was on worse. I was on Tumblr. I feel like amino was tolerable to an extent. But I was on Tumblr. Chungus Fuji Homestuck, real. Anyway, hi Raiders. I hope your stream is good, Miss Ebal. We are reading Pester Quest. I am receiving the poorly end. I'm reading the bad end of Rose's arc. We went through John's arc earlier. We got all the endings. You were on the real frontline trenches. I really was. I really was. But yeah, so let's get the bad ending. I am stuffy today. Sorry, guys. I was pretty stuffy last night. Because, during my stream, I was like blowing my nose every 5 seconds. Okay. It's probably just because Rose's hair is such a pale blonde, but it almost looks like she's glowing in the dim bedroom. Like the light behaved a little differently around her than it does everyone else. Would you look at that? It appears the rain has lightened up a bit. The rain is hitting the window so loudly you're actually having trouble hearing her. And your point is, you can just zap yourself out to where the weather is drier. Fuck off. Go zap yourself. But I don't want to go zap myself. This is like the one meme. I don't know what the meme is called, but Yancha has showed it to me before, and it's that one guy, and it has like lightning in his eyeballs, and it's like, kill yourself now. But this is like giving the same vibe. You know what I mean? Does this make sense? Because look at the lightning. I feel like it's the same. Anyway, we finished. What's it called? Also, sorry if you hear my nose whistling. My nose is stuffy. We finished Rose and we finished John. So out of the beta kids, we have Dave and Jade left, which are my two favorites. I love them very much. I think they're so funny and cool. So we will be doing that. Honestly, we're gonna be doing more Pester Quest tomorrow after the virtual Grand Prix. So yeah. And then guess what I'm doing? I'm playing more Pester Quest. Good Homestuck stream today. Thank you guys. I appreciate it dearly. Let's go to my chatting screen so I can chat with you. I know I'm insufferable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for dealing with my cringe. Thank you for sharing your childhood interests with us, Chikafuji Lisa. I wouldn't mind a deep dive Homestuck stream sometime. I would love that. Where's my Homestuck arc? I feel like I learned a lot. It's leaking out of my ears. I love when stuff leaks out of my ears because then it feels like I can hear things better. The cringe is welcomed here. Yeah, I feel like I've always been slightly cringe, but today, as of this year, I feel like the floodgates have just opened. They just get ever so slightly more and more. Like, again, as time goes on, the only way to tell time for me is how much more cringe I get with my viewers. And unfortunately, it's been almost 4 years of me streaming. And so I think that I have reached almost 5 years worth of peak cringe with my viewers. So, you know, we're cringe, but we're free. The cringe has hit critical mass. Well, it just so wait, I can't make that joke. I can't make that joke. Anyway, I will be making even more cringe hits. I will be hitting the cringe a second time tomorrow with all of my girlies on Thursday, September, the second Thursday of September. Have we reached maximum cringe yet, or is there still more to learn? There's always more to learn. Homestuck was out of my internet to go back in its prime. A deep dive would be fun. I don't remember how I actually initially learned about Homestuck, because mostly my scope of the internet at the time was Tumblr and like what my friends in school would tell me. And I've been watching anime since the 2nd grade. So like I've watched a lot of anime for a long time. And so like my friends we would hang out after school and we would talk about like whatever anime we were watching. And my Bujo friends would they always tried to convince me to watch Black Butler because that was like what was popping at the time. But I literally did not want to watch Black Butler because I just could not get into it. I just was not a Black Butler fan. I just couldn't be one. So then I got told about Homestuck by one of my Fujo friends. And I was just like, Oh, I mean, I like to read. Like, I'll give it a shot because I'm a big reader. So it just happened that way. It just happened that I could have gone down two paths in life, and whether they would have led me to VTubing or not, I could have either been a Fujo or continued to have been a Homestuck fan. Yeah. And the rest is history, it's true. Sometimes you just learn about things word of mouth. Also too, I was also like really into music as well during this time. So like I was trying to balance my two stupid specific niche hobbies of like learning about music and like listening to bands and stuff. Juggling that with like also too reading this godforsaken webcomic. So it was like I would find niche Homestuck artists and I'd be like, whoa, that's fucking epic. Like people who would make original music and stuff like that. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm glad you didn't turn out a Fujo. Me too. I'm glad I didn't turn out a Fujo either. The path you chose is the best one because we get to hang out with you too. I feel like every friend I've met up until this point has taught me something or other about myself that is like intensely cringe. Jaeger, thank you for the soup chat. Wherever you went wrong, I'm glad because it led you to us. I'm happy we have our silly, cringy, snotty sheepy. I am not that cringy. And then I also too had like a huge glow up. I had a huge glow up after no, I didn't even have it after high school. I had my huge glow up in college. And then I looked normie. I started to do my hair different and do my makeup different and dress different, and I lost a bunch of weight, and then I ended up looking like super normie core, and I just ended up how do I handle hiding the fact that I have all of these dorky 3B hobbies and I just look like a sorority girl? I don't look like a sorority girl. I look like a sheep. The normie camo came into full effect. True. I do honestly think that you're the best on the best path you possibly could be on. I did play it side. True. You can never be based if you've never been cringe before. That's true. Would you guys say? Wait. Do you guys? In my full Homestuck cosplay for stream, do you guys think I'm based? Do you guys think I'm based? Do you guys think I'm... I realized that you guys taught me about based. You taught me about based? You taught me about... What was the other one? What do you guys say to me all the time? Say based. You say many such cases. What have I also stolen from you as well? Like sheep maxing. Sheep maxing is... What else do I teach you too? You taught me about Ryan Gosling. Tell me about Ryan Gosling. I love Ryan, Mr. Ryan. Yeah. I love Ryan Gosling. You guys made me find my love of Mr. Ryan. That's crazy. You guys have had an effect on my personality. You've stolen all of our jokes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Many such cases, right? Did I use it right too also? That's freaking awesome. Literally us? Oh yeah. You do say literally us a lot. It's okay, we yoink and other Lisa-isms. I hate that you call it Lisa-isms. That's so fucked up. How could you yoink my yoink? What the fish? Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. What the fish? I've been actually saying what the hell I'm so shoot. Loser. Loser. They are Lisa-isms. Who else calls tomatoes bops? True enough. I don't even know anybody else does that. Or things and stuffs. I like to say things and... Oh my god, excuse me. I like to say things and stuff. Or say, I have to do my stuffs today. Gotta do my stuffs today. Smashed potatoes immortalized in my brain. So cute! Smashed potato! I fucking love smashed potato, dude. Or skadoosh. Skadoosh. I've started only eating 2 bites of my meal. Okay, that's too far. Rude! Well, guess what? I ate many handfuls of goldfish. So... Yep. Anyway, I'm gonna find somebody to... read into. Redirect. Let's read it. Mari! Oh my god, so many of my friends are streaming. Mari is streaming. Pippa's streaming. Ruby's streaming. I wanna read Mari. She's like right here first. Daya is streaming too. Daya's streaming Silent Hill. That's crazy. All of my friends are streaming right now! Okay, I'm gonna stream into Maria. Oh! She's doing the watch-along of her concert, which is awesome. Okay, actually, yeah. I went to this concert and I saw it and it was like actually so fucking sick. So please go and watch the concert too with Miss Maria, because she is so sweet to me and she loved me very much. Yeah, but it was a really cool concert. It was like the one that they had at Anime Expo. So please feel free to go check it out. I'm gonna raid you guys into Maria's stream. Okay, Otsu Sheepy, I will see you guys tomorrow for... Actually, I have my schedule. Let me show you guys what I got going on this week, since I posted my schedule pretty late this week. Sorry about that. Okie dokie artichokes. So we've got... Sorry, it's kind of stupid. I just did a browser source. Okay, so we did Pester Quest today. We did collab with Tonya, and we did some talkies yesterday. So we're gonna be doing the virtual Grand Prix tomorrow, and then we're gonna be doing some more Pester Quest. And then on Friday, we're gonna be doing another Radio Sheepy. I'm hoping that for that Radio Sheepy, I can do 3D. So if you guys can come and like hang out and stuff, that'd be really cool. So yeah, and also like Friday pregame, duh. Also Sunday, I'm gonna be doing the charity stream with Miss Pillow for like the best friends charity event or something of that or the other. Something like that. So I will be doing that with her and Miss Eva, and we're gonna be watching like cute videos and stuff around 3 p.m. I think it's for about an hour. So yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Should be a pretty good week. Sorry for like putting my freaking schedule so late, but technically we do have 7 streams this week, so this is definitely a W. I'm still setting up the schedule for next week, because I know that my end of September is gonna get a little bit busy, but we do have some good stuff going, so please be on the lookout for it. Lots of love. I hope you guys have a very good evening. I'm gonna go make some soup because I'm freaking... I need to eat like something hot. Not as busy as last week for your own sake. I will try my best. Virtual Grand Prix, and it's not a simulator. No, it's friggin' Mario Kart. October would be pretty stacked. October is gonna be so insanely stacked. It's gonna be so much. I'm stressing. Ah! Anyway, yeah. But I will be seeing you guys. I know how to reverse a Mario Kart, yes. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Please take care of yourselves for the rest of the night and go give Mario some love. Okay, let's see, sheepy. Bye bye, guys.